welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching MaxSpeedTV. Tonight, the OP Racing the 2001 Throwback Series here, live from the Auto Club. We're back here in California for the first time for the OP Racing guys. Last week, we were at the Super Speedway of Talladega. Last week's racing had 3 wide racing from Talladega, and Dustin German walked away with the win. Dustin German is back in action here tonight on Friday night, looking to go back-to-back, being the first back-to-back winner we've had here on a Friday night. But to bring you all the action here tonight, my name is Roger Muth. Along with me in the booth, we have William Crosland bringing you all the action here. William, tonight here from Auto Club, it's going to be a track that the Groove is going to search around. You're going to have to search around for tonight. You're going to be able to run the top lane, the bottom lane. You're going to be able to run the middle. What are you seeing out there from these guys that are running practice right now?
Well, Roger, what I've seen from the early going is guys not really liking this fixed setup that they're forced to be with tonight. Finding it really tight in the corners, but it is a wide track, so plenty of room to work with. And I think tonight it'll just be down to who can manage the fuel mileage and who can stay out of the big wrecks.
Yeah, I spoke with a couple of these drivers beforehand, before they got out here for practice, and they were talking about fuel mileage, and then one of the drivers actually thrown in a little bit of a tidbit. If it comes down to a green-white checker or something under 10 laps to go in the race, look for a lot of these guys to come down. They're going to get 4 fresh tires and try and dodge and weave and anything they can do here to work their way through the field. So it's going to be interesting here from Auto Club to see what these guys can do. Right now we got 4 minutes and 13 seconds left here in the practice session. Right now Joshua Spalding finds himself up top on the speed charts. Katie Haight in the 00 finds herself second, along with Thomas Gould there in the 97 and third. Your points leader of Cody Levitt is 4th on the charts right now, and 5th place on the charts is your 2nd place points contender of Garrett Grant in the 10. Chris McCullough, have not seen the number 15 of Chris McCullough before here on a Friday night, but he's out here in action, and he brought that 15 machine right now to 6th on the speed charts. 7th on the speed charts is 69 of Brian Beach right now, and Tanner Thews has that 23 in the 8th position. Ryan Libby in the 46 here tonight is 9th on the speed charts, and Chase Berry rounds out your top 10 in speed charts. Coming up here in just about 3 minutes and 30 seconds, we're going to get to qualifying, 10 minutes of qualifying, 2 laps. Over here also tonight on MaxSpeedTV, Chris Legou and Rick Hammond broadcasting the Relentless Racing Series. It's an Xfinity Series. Tomorrow night, Rudy Cummings himself will be broadcasting the Nork Series. So a couple things coming up here on the MaxSpeedTV YouTube page. But right now you're watching the OP Racing 2001 Throwback Series with just 3 minutes left here in practice. Looks like we have about 30 drivers who have logged into the lobby who are going to take on this 2-mile track. It's going to, like Will said, it's going to be able to put on some good racing here, as you see Tony Quadros coming out here for practice in the number 12 Mobile 1 machine. Tony Quadros having a good run at Martinsville a couple of weeks ago, just not able to seal the deal, as Cody Levitt gave him a little bit of a bump and run to take his first victory. So Tony Quadros still looking to break into, victory lane, just unable to so far. Bunch of good drivers out here along with him. The 20 of Alex Green, who sits on pit road right now. He's right now 22nd on the speed charts, but one of those drivers, when we come to the 2-mile tracks, he really, really likes them.
Yeah, I like Danny Valenzuela here on pit road and the 42 with the Kyle Petty throwback. There's plenty of nice throwbacks in this league, hence the name of the league.
Yeah, OP 2001 Throwback Series here. They call it the Throwback Series to 2001 because they do run the 2001 rule book. You're going to see once we get green flag racing here, if cars do go a lap down and we're going to get a yellow flag, you're going to see the lap down cars have to go to the inside on a restart. All your lead lap guys will be up on the outside, and they're going to have to work their way around. A little bit of glitch here that iRacing has been having lately is, for some odd reason, the lucky dogs, when we do single file restarts with lap cars to the inside, it's not giving them wave arounds or lucky dogs. So we're going to have to see how that works out here tonight, if these lap cars are really going to have to battle extra hard, or is iRacing figured that out and will be able to give the lucky dog and the wave arounds.
Joshua Spalding in the 9, now leading your practice times here.
And Joshua Spalding actually winning last night. The OP Racing Throwback Series here, they do host 2 events, one on the Thursday night and then again here on Friday night. They follow the same exact schedule. So last night here at Auto Club, Joshua Spalding coming away with the victory. And right now backing up that as he has the number 9 Napa machine up at the top of the charts here under the lights from Auto Club.
I think that scheme he is running as a K&N Napa scheme. I've seen that light blue from somewhere.
Well, right now the light blue's not. I was gonna say right now the light blue's not looking too good as he puts it down there into the grass. He's gonna spin it around. He must know we're talking about him.
Well, this is the time to make mistakes, definitely during practice, and you want to get all those kinks out of the way before the green flag drops.
That's right. Coming up here in just about 5 seconds, we're going to get to qualifying. So gonna have to stay tuned as you're gonna see all these cars magically disappear all of a sudden, so don't worry, you're not seeing things. They'll be right back. They'll be on track here in just a moment. So for qualifying, we're gonna have to watch the likes of like the 00 of Katie Haight, you know, one of those drivers who are fast week in and week out. As you see actually a little bit of transition there. It looks like the sim may have backed up a little bit of time, so we're gonna start this.
I just clapped on the light. That's what happened there.
Oh, see?
Yeah. Magic touch.
I thought the clap one invention had actually faded out and went away, but obviously it's still live and well here. Will has it in his back pocket. One of the first drivers out here for qualifying, though, going to be the number 20 of Alex Green. Alex has been away for a little bit dealing with his family and his child, so good to see Alex Green back in action. I'm going to say, Alex, you're going to need an updated photo, man. That looks like you're 12 years old, buddy. 12 years old playing Xbox 360. But he's got the Home Depot machine out there tonight. He's going to try and win one of these. He's been close a couple times, just unable to seal the deal. See him coming off turn 4. He's going to take the green flag here for his first lap. These guys do have 10 minutes, 9 minutes remaining, so they're going to be able to pick and choose when they want to go out. They could wait for a overcast sky to pop up like right now, or maybe they feel like the track maybe is better with the sunlight on it. So we'll have to see. You're going to see different strategies roll through here for practice.
Abbas Laddick in chat. Yes, Auto Club does have lights now in iRacing, and we're running 125 laps tonight from Auto Club.
125 laps the distance here tonight. Let's see as Alex Green works his way off turn number 4 here. This should be the first time lap coming in on the board. Let's see where he slots in right now. Obviously, he's going to actually go second as far as Sparks is actually out there also on track. Forrest Sparks puts the number 7 Hooters machine up on the pole. Alex Green is second. Craig Carter right now in the 91. Haven't seen too much of Craig Carter. I believe he was at Talladega, but did not get to see too much of driver 91. Scott Bellum, though, finds himself right now in your 4th position on timing and scoring. Tony Quadros, who did not get a lot of practice time, I think he only got 1 lap of practice right now, finds himself 6th. Only 9 drivers have put in a time as of yet, but it looks like we got a handful of drivers also out there on track. The 25 of Bill Bessler just put in a time, and he just went straight to the top of the board with a 42.484. So
yeah,
right now, that's a quick time right there.
Yeah, Bill Bessler there, sporting that Jerry Nadeau throwback, or Joe Nemechek, whatever era you're looking at.
Yeah, it's a throwback to 2001, but it's definitely not, as we were talking before we came on air. A lot of the paint schemes are throughout the era of NASCAR. I believe we have the 58 of Dave Sabin, who's coming out onto the track right now. As you see, he has a Mountain Dew paint scheme that looks very similar to what Chase Elliott just ran last year. So, and then you got the likes of the 23 of Tanner Theus here, who throws it back to when Kevin Harvick, took over the Good Wrench Plus machine when the unfortunate tragedy happened to Dale Earnhardt. So you got them all over the board.
Yeah, some guys kind of following their own rules here as far as paint schemes are concerned, but you know what? When it all comes down to it, the cockpit looks the same.
Cockpit looks the same, and the tires on all 4 quarters of the cars are going to be the same. Another guy who has a throwback out there, Danny R. Valenzuela. You know, he looks more like Ricky Valenzuela to me, but he's driving a Kyle Petty mellow yellow paint scheme, so kind of fits Danny and his personality.
Chase Berry on top of your leaderboard, 42 seconds and 122, 42.122.
Another one of these drivers who are coming out here to warm up the tires before he takes the green flag. The 38 of Cody Levitt, he's supporting a throwback to, well, it depends which driver you want to say. Is it going to be Casey Kane? Is it going to be Christian Elder? Is it going to be Dick Trickle? As you see the sun coming out right now, so that might play a little havoc. Let's take a quick peek here at your pre-race statistics and whatnot and see what the air track temp, all that is. Air temp here tonight, right now, it's sitting at 78 degrees. Track temp is at 81 degrees. You see your laps here tonight. It's going to be 125 laps. It equals up to 250 miles. Unfortunately, sorry, I did not get a tire window or a fuel window. We'll see if we can get that from one of these drivers, but pit road speed is 55 miles an hour here, and we are at the Auto Club Speedway. It's also located in Fontana, California. It's an overcast day, so that should make for some pretty good racing. A lot of grip going to be in the track. Right now, you see the sun's out, though. Let's see how that's going to play with Cody Levitt as he works that 38 machine now off turn number 4 for the first time. You see him sliding real high right up against the wall.
It's unfortunate for the 58 of David Sabine. He got a little squirrely there on the backstretch and wasn't able to complete his qualifying run.
But right now, Cody Levitt in the 38 machine, he goes 7th on the board here. With just under 5 minutes to go left in qualifying. Talking about Cody Levitt and being your points leader, let's see if we can pull up your championship points right now. Right there they are on your screen. There's your point standings for your 2001 Throwback Series after 9 races. It looks like Cody Levitt has a 98-point lead over the 10 of Garrett Grant, who finds himself second in the point standings. Scott Bellum finds himself way back, as it's pretty much been the Cody Levitt and the Garrett Grant show. Scott Bellum right now finds himself 215 points back, sitting in 3rd place. And you got David Gainforth there, 231 points back in 4th. Tanner Thues is in 5th with 266 points behind. Katie Haight also finds herself 6th. Anthony Poston finds himself 7th. David Sabin finds himself there in 8th. Forrest Sparks is 9th, and Thomas Gould's going to round out your top 10. Tristan Walker, after missing in action because he has a broken sim rig right now, out in chat. Thanks for tuning in, Tristan. He finds himself 11th and falling through the point standings. I believe Tristan's last update that I got from him is he'll be back in 2 to 3 weeks when he gets his wheel back. Bill Bessler finds himself 12th. Alex Green is 13th. Tony Quadros has moved up to inside your top 15, finds himself 14th in points. Brian Beach is 15th. Joshua Spalding 16th. Aspen Belvin finds himself 17th. Timothy Truebridge, who I'm not sure is here in action tonight, but finds himself sitting in the 18th spot in points. And Christopher Brown 19th. And Dave Hunt's going to round out your top 20 here. So, I mean, Cody Levitt and Garrett Grant really putting on shows week in and week out. And it's kind of just pretty much so far as we're a little over halfway through the first season here, those two drivers just running away with her.
Yeah, it's really weird to see the wins so spread out in between all these drivers, just coming out of calling a league where there was one guy dominating the entire show. You know, it's nice to see the even spreading again.
Looks like Katie Haight in the 00 is out there on track. She's coming up to speed here. She comes off pit road for the first time.
Yeah, we were talking before the show a lot about Katie Haight, how fast she can get.
Yeah, Katie, one of those drivers who will find herself towards the front of this one at some point throughout the race. Unfortunately, Katie has yet to been able to put the 00 in victory lane. Let's see where she will wind up on the speed chart. Sorry, that's actually her first lap here, so she has another one before she gets a official time lap, and she still has 2 minutes even here to put in a time, so she will get a qualifying time in yet today. But Katie, you know, like we were saying, unfortunate circumstances always takes Katie, it seems, out of contentions, whether it's a lap down car on a restart or a green flag pit stop and all of a sudden a yellow flag comes out and takes her chances away. So she's trying to turn her luck around and see if she can get into victory lane here at Auto Club yet tonight. So there's only a handful of races left in the first season here. I believe like I said, we're here at Auto Club. We go to Richmond, Charlotte, Dover, Michigan, Pocono, and then we round out the first half of the season, if you want to say first season, at Sonoma. So a couple good tracks that, you know, she could definitely be good at. I have run laps before with her at Michigan International. Let me just tell you, once we get there, boys, look out for the 00. And right now she puts that 00 there in second place. So she's going to have a great starting spot.
Right on the front row.
She has one more lap here. She works through turns 3 and 4 for the last time. You see her get those left side tires there down on the apron, trying to get a little extra grip, extra turn out of the machine. As you see her right up against the wall, then exiting turn 4, letting the car kind of slide, not trying to scrub the momentum down to the apron. She comes on the tri-oval here. Let's see if she does any better. A little bit better, but not good enough. She goes a 42.248 on her second lap. Not going to be able to beat the number 11 of Chase Berry, as Chase Berry went with a 42.123.
Yeah, I'd still say that's a great starting spot. You're not in front of anybody, or you're definitely in front of people. You're not behind. That's what I'm saying. You're not behind any of the packs here in the early going. Definitely set yourself in a good spot to, if you're fast enough, to stay in front of the field and stay out of trouble.
Yeah, the 9 of Joshua Spalding, the only other driver out there. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get a qualifying attempt in, as you saw him run way high there in turn 2, so he's just going to shut it down. Joshua Spalding not going to get a qualifying attempt in here. So right now it looks like Chase Berry, there's the checkered flag waving. Chase Berry's going to walk away with the pole here from Auto Club, so congratulations to the number 11 of Chase Berry. As we wait for these guys to grid up, once again, we thank everybody who's tuning in out there on YouTube. You know, you guys are watching the OP Racing 2001 Throwback Series presented by the new sponsor over here, the Imperial Motorsports teams. You know, Bill Bessler, you got to give a big shout out for Bill Bessler to step up along with Thomas Gould. Those guys putting in a lot of work behind the scenes over here with the OP guys now. So it's going to be interesting to see how we go forward here with the season as these guys are starting to grit up a little bit. Let's see here if we can get to your starting lineup for the OP 2001 Throwback Series. Like we had just stated, the number 11 of Chase Berry going to be here on the pole, and right alongside him, the very strong contender, the 00 of Katie Haight. Starting in your third position, the 95 of James Mayer. Right next to him, the 46 of Ryan Libby. Starting in your fifth position, second in points, the number 10 of Garrett Grant. The 25 of Bill Bessler there, having a great throwback photo for his throwback car. To Mr. Smokey and the Bandit himself, as you will. But he'll start in your sixth position. Starting seventh, the 23 of Tanner Thues. The 38, the silent bearded wonder of Cody Levitt, gonna roll off in your eighth position. Starting ninth, the 7 of Forrest Sparks. Rounding out your top 10, going to be the number 6 of Dustin German.
In row 6, it'll be the 90 of Aaron Tolhurst in the 11th position. In 12th, it'll be Brian Beach. In row 7, we have Alex Green in 13th spot. And 14th, it'll be Creighton Carter. In 15th, it'll be Scott Bellum. And 16th, we'll have the 12 of Tony Quadros. In 17th, Lynn McNeese. And 18th, Christopher Brown. In the 19th spot, we got Anthony Poston. In 20th, it'll be the 53 of David Hunt. In 21st, the 135 machine of Landon Loper. And in 27th, Stephen Herman. In 23rd, Joshua Spalding. And in 24th, Christopher McCullough. I went a little too far there.
That's fine there, William. Starting in your 25th position, the number 97 of Thomas Gould and his Bobby Hill picture. In this 26th position, going to go to the 58 of Dave Saban. 27th, going to go to the 102 of David Overstreet. And right alongside him, going to be the 42 of Danny Valenzuela. And rounding out your 29-car field here, that's going to take the green flag, the 13 of Jeff Bergner. There's your starting lineup here for tonight's race from Auto Club. 29 strong contenders going to take the green flag and see who can outlast who's going to have the better tires, who's going to have the better line here, as it's going to give one heck of a battle once we go down into turn 1. Chase Berry going to be to the inside with Katie Haight on the outside. Hope these boys are ready to turn the wick up, because you're going to see some great spread out racing here tonight through the corners.
And girl, remember we have Katie Haight on the front row, looking to make a statement tonight.
Katie Haight will make her presence known here, and I'm going to guess she's going to jump out there early on Chase Berry. Chase Berry probably, you know, he's got a great starting spot, but he's a driver that will take care of his equipment here and try to be around at the end as he's having a little bit of
blinking a little
issues
bit already.
Let's see, as you see the pace car diving down, waiting on the green flag to be waving for the first time here from Auto Club. Green flag is waving, and we are racing for the first time for the 2001 Throwback Series here, presented by Imperial Motorsports. See him still side by side as they head down towards turn 1. It looks like Chase Berry may have a little bit of advantage right now and nose over Katie Haight, but she's going to have the momentum here once we work off turn number 2 and see if she's going to be able to go side by side. Look at these guys all spread out down the backstretch. You see 3 wide towards the back of this one. Dustin German making an aggressive move from the top to the bottom. Going down here into turn number 3, though, it looks like Katie Haight got the advantage on Chase Berry.
And Ryan Libby in the 46 machine on the outside of Chase Berry in the 11 might get a push on Katie Haight.
First lap being led here in the books going to be by the 00 of Katie Haight, so give her the bonus point for having a lap led, and she led it early, just like we kind of pretty much figured that she was going to go straight to the front here, and that's where she finds herself. She parks herself down there on the white line now, trying to get that little bit of extra grip. She had the momentum on the first lap, but now she's really trying to find some grip down there. You're going to be seeing these drivers search all over the track. Right now, Chase Berry, though, trying to fight off the 46 of Ryan Libby there. They're going to go side by side down here into turn number 3 for the second time.
Yep, they're really close together, Ryan Libby and Chase Berry. Now they're a little further apart.
You know, these two drivers are battling here towards the front, but I think if we look towards the back here, it looks like the 12 of Tony Quadros was 3 wide for a moment there. I'm not quite sure exactly who was there involved. The number 15 of Christopher McCullough and also the 53 there of Dave Hunt, sorry. They were 3 wide towards the back of this one, and they made it work. They fanned out, and we're all good. We're still green flag racing, but that's exactly the kind of racing we're going to see here all night at Auto Club, is the track is just that wide.
Yeah, Roger, plenty of room to move. Get your feet, get some wiggle room for your feet here.
As now you see Chase Berry did lose that position to the 46 of Ryan Libby. Ryan Libby now second, Chase Berry in third, but he's trying to hold off the number 10 of Garrett Grant, because Garrett Grant has that inside lane right now on him. You know, and then Dustin German's right behind them, and so is the 95 of James Mayer. So you see, look at all those different lines, all those guys running. There you saw the 10 of Grant to the inside and Chase Berry running the middle, and then you saw the 95 of Mayer way up top there. So you're able to utilize every inch of this track.
Each driver here is looking to do their own different strategy here early, but as these tires wear, and before we get to this first green, whether it be green flag, pit stop, or caution, they're going to start looking a little more the same, I predict.
Yeah, as you see a little bit of a spark back there from the number 7 of Forrest Sparks in the black and orange Hooter machine. He runs 10th right now. Saw Sparks coming off turn number 4. Looks like right now your top, I believe it's the top 12 of all single filed out. We got to go back here a little bit. That's all the way back here to the 97 of Thomas Gould, the 07 of Scott Bellum, and the 91 of Creighton Carter. All those guys battling back here for 12th or 13th on back. They were having a really good battle. Just behind them, though, the 184 Lynn McNeese being pushed by the 50 Chris McCullough. They're going to go 3 wide.
Yep, that was a great push by the 15 of Christopher McCullough. Enough to push him 3 wide going into 3. Yes, and they might be 3 wide again with the 135 of Landon Loper. No, he'll stay behind.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if they were going to go 3 wide or possibly were they even going to try and go 4 wide. I mean, the track is wide enough. The question is, did the drivers have, you know, the car underneath them that can handle the 4 wide battle? This is your best battles on track right now. Or back here, they're going to go 3 wide once again for a moment there, and then it kind of looked like Landon didn't have the grip on the outside and kind of slipped up a little bit, and he fell back.
I think these guys were watching the tire testing at Las Vegas and got a couple of ideas.
Well, you see a big wiggle out of the 135 there, the tied right on the outside. He got a wiggle going down into turn 3, almost clipped the wall. That caused Anthony Poston there and the number 12 of Tony Quadros to go to the inside. Looks like the 97 of Thomas Gould was really hard into that outside wall coming off 4. I saw the sparks but didn't see the car. Now I see it's the 97 of Thomas is way off the pace.
Yeah, really lost his mojo. I think he hit the wall.
Thomas Gould in that Rubbermaid machine. It doesn't look like it's made of rubber, but that's all right. Thomas isn't going to be done here tonight because these guys do have a quick repair. So 3 wide once again in front of them. Landed in the 135 there with Anthony Poston and the 91 of Creighton Carter. They were 3 wide there.
Yep, 3 wide action all over this track.
Let's go check
the front runners, though. It's still single file.
Yeah, we're checking back up front. Katie Haight is now pulled to all but a second lead over the 46 of Ryan Libby. And then right behind Ryan Libby going to be the 10 of Derek Grant. Chase Berry is in 4th, and Dustin German's going to round out your top 5. Looks like a little bit of a battle here with Bill Bessler in the 25. He's going to get right around the number 95 there of James Mayer. It looks like actually Chase Berry now looking to the inside of Garrett Grant for that 3rd position as they work down the backstretch. 7 laps in the books here, working lap number 8.
James Mayer going to try to make that outside work on the 29 of Tanner Thos. Going to get some drafting help from Bill Bessler.
Yeah, you see him really spread out. You see Tanner Thos way down there.
Caution is out.
We have a caution on the track. I believe it's going to involve the 135 of Landon Loper. As that tied ride is all to work. Let's see if we can go back here and find out what happened with the 135. He was back there battling with a lot of those guys who were 3 wide racing. So let's take a MaxSpeedTV replay and rewind this one.
He hit Thomas Gould in 97, the same car that was dropping back through the field. Kurt Busch Rubbermaid throwback. Clipped his right rear in the process.
Oh, it looks like, actually, watching the replay, it looks like everybody followed everybody up into the wall. It started with Scott Bellum, Lynn McNeese, Danny Valenzuela barely comes through there. Let's see if we can rewind this and go on board with Landon and see exactly what happened. Let's go on board. You're on board with the 35 of Landon. Look at everybody up in front of him. Everybody just piles straight into the wall. I'm not sure what happened there, and Landon had nowhere to go.
I tell you what, Roger, that is very strange. That's 5 or 6 cars, like, all at the same time, slamming that outside wall. Just a ton of sparks. I don't really know what happened there.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
That doesn't seem like. Doesn't look like some. I'm sorry, I'm stepping all over you.
No, I'm just like speechless here. I don't even know what's going on because that's something that you normally don't see.
Yeah, I was about to say whatever it is, it didn't look human.
I mean, this is iRacing. This is an internet-based simulator, and so sometimes internet connections can play a little bit of a havoc, and it certainly looked like that may have been the case right there. Let's see if these guys are going to come down pit road. It looks like Katie's going to bring the whole train. It looks like the number 90 of Aaron Tallhurst, who is actually 6 laps down right now, going to be one of the guys who stay out. Look back through the field here. It looks like, nope, everybody else going to bring them down pit road. They think after 10 laps, that's pretty much enough on the tires right now.
I bet you with this fixed setup, they're probably thinking the tires have enough anyway because the thing's so hard to drive.
Yeah, a lot of these guys may be thinking it's hard to drive right now, but Katie Haight says, I kind of like it out front. The tires are just fine. Just fill her up with fuel. We'll take another set of tires, but just get us back out front. We need the track position. Looks like Bill Bessler in the 25 missed his pit stall, and possibly even Katie Haight also missing her pit stall, so that's going to put her even farther behind now. So let's see who's going to win the race off pit road. The 25 of Bessler's down and away. It looks like the 46 of Libby.
The 46.
46 will end up getting that position off pit road. Garrett Grant looks to be slotted in your 2nd position with Bill Bessler in 3rd, Chase Berry 4th, Tanner Thus coming out in 5th, Joshua Spalding 6th. Cody Levitt 8th, James Meyer in the 95 8th, Dustin German is 9th, and Forrest Sparks can come off pit road running in your 10th position.
Yeah, there's another mistake by a couple of those drivers missing their pit stalls. It doesn't look like it takes too much time out of their stop, but when it comes down to it, they do miss quite a few seconds.
Yeah, it looks like 2 drivers having long extended pit road stays. That's actually going to be Katie Haight along with the number 69 of Brian Beach. Both those drivers having very long pit stops. Actually, sorry, not Brian Beach. That was actually the driver of the 15, Christopher McCullough. See a lot of those guys coming off pit road right now with a lot of the damage on their cars. They were trying to get damage fixed, and here comes the pace car, so they got to scoot and scary off pit road. They do have one quick repair, but I'm guessing a lot of these guys think it's a little early here as you still have over 100 laps in this event. They're not going to use the quick repair just yet. Looks like lights on the pace car are off, though.
Yeah, definitely too early. There's way too much race left to go.
Possibly a pit road speeding penalty for the number 25 of Bill Bessler as you see him down to the inside, allowing all these cars to go by him. So it looks like he's going to have to start tail end of the longest line for speeding on pit road.
Looks like Katie Hate's coming back into pit road.
00 of Katie Haight is down pit road. She only spent 4.3 seconds on pit road, so maybe a fuel strategy. She's figured she's back here. She might as well come down and get some fuel in the car. Might be able to go, you know, a lap or two farther than a lot of these guys towards the front of this one.
Interesting strategy. Let's see how that plays out.
Out front right now, though, the 46 of Ryan Libby going to have the green light here as we work through numbers turns 3 and 4. Aaron Tallhurst going to be the only car lined up right now, as actually I'm looking through timing and scoring. He is the only car one lap down. The 102 of David Overstreet in the 29th position is off the track right now. It looks like he is loaded up and headed out of the track for now, so not sure what happened to the 102 of Overstreet. We did see him out there in practice turning laps, but also I see that the 46 of Ryan Libby also having a little bit of connection issues, so let's see if that's going to continue or not. Waiting on the green flag right now. Green flag's waving. We're racing once again here from Auto Club as Ryan Libby really on the loud pedal early. It looks like he's going to pull 3 cars already as there's a big stack up towards the back of the field. Alex Green and a lot of those guys back there spreading out.
Yeah, it's weird seeing that lap car being up there with the front of the pack. I feel like I'm in NASCAR Racing 2003 season again.
Well, you say NASCAR 2003. I mean, that's pretty much what iRacing did, is they went out and bought Papayas, and that's what gave them a lot of these cars. So a lot of iRacing is actually still NASCAR 2003, as you're seeing that here.
Yeah, they literally bought the source code from Vivendi Universal.
As right there, you saw something happen to Chase Berry, and he went directly up the track. Like maybe the front tires just didn't grip. He went straight up the track. He's 3 wide right now with Tallhurst, that lap car in the middle. And it looks like Dustin German there to the inside going down into turn 1. Oh, contact.
Around goes the 90. Took out, oh man, he took out the 7 and the 6.
The 6 of Dustin German with a lot of front end damage there.
7 of 4 Sparks also involved.
But the one who's going to have the most damage is going to be the 90 of Aaron Tallhurst as he's going to turn it around. So we're going to go back here on a MaxSpeedTV replay and see what exactly happened and transpired between the 90 of Aaron Tallhurst and the number 6 there of Forrest Sparks. Aaron Tallhurst was your lap down car, but it seemed like he just kind of got forced 3 wide and was stuck there. Let's go overhead here from the chopper cam and see exactly what happened with those drivers. That red car in the middle is the 90 of Aaron Tallhurst. Looks like maybe it just 2 drivers going for the same real estate there. Maybe the 6 came up just a tad. Forrest Sparks with nowhere to go. Heavy contact with the 90 and the outside wall. Looks like everybody else came through there pretty unscathed, as you see a lot of these cars just slowing down. There goes Katie Haight, Alex Green, the 07 there, Scott Bellum, Lynn McNeese also being able to scoot through. So heavy damage to the number 90 of Aaron Tallhurst and the 6 there of Dustin German. Let's see, Dustin German has a lot of left front damage. Let's see if we can see what Forrest Spark has damage-wise, as his front end is pretty tore up on the Hooters machine. He'll probably have to come down and take a quick repair because the front end of that Underbird really tore up. You don't want to really drive too hard on the car with a front end that looks like that because you could pop the motor here.
Yeah, really unfortunate for Aaron Tallhurst there. I'm sure if he had the choice to get out of that 3 wide position, he definitely would have, since he was a lap down.
But that is something that you see here with the OP guys. I mean, it's something that a lot of these, you know, if you think back to 2001, they had to deal with that lap down car. The lap down car does not have to give way to your leaders. He's trying to fight for his lap back, so he has a right to hold that position. And that's exactly what Aaron Tallhurst was trying to do. Unfortunately, with the lap down car and a lead lap car going for the same real estate, things like that will happen. Unfortunately, it's going to happen here with inside the first 15 laps of the race. But let's see if we can get your top 5 at the top of your screen. There's your top 5 after 15 laps. Libby out front, Grant second, Spalding third, Thues in fourth, and Mayer there in your fifth position. We're going to step away for a moment here. We'll be back to bring you all the action from Auto Club with the OP Racing League. Welcome back to Auto Club Speedway. Right now, 16 laps in the books, working another caution here. Ryan Libby does find himself out front with Garrett Grant there in second. Joshua Spalding there in your third position. Tanner Thues fourth. James Mayer there in your fifth position. That's your top five as they run after 16 laps here. Looking for possibly the number 90 of Aaron Tallhurst once again to be the first lap down, or the only lap down car to the inside here. Don't see him yet coming up there, but I see he is out there on track and timing and scoring. So
he's coming out of 4.
So he has actually a long way to go to catch back up to the field.
Catching back up at the field here. Fortunately, he was that one car that was stuck a lap down before this last restart, and he just got stuck in the middle and 3 wide and didn't have a way out of it.
Yeah, so possibly just a straight single file restart here for your leader. So that's going to allow them to really dive down into turn 1 and come off turn number 2 there and see how they kind of fan out. Let's see, it does not look like Tallhurst will catch the inside here. He'll tag the end of the longest line though. As you see, he just caught the end of the longest line. Pace car is down, waiting on the flagman to release these drivers. Green flag is in the air. Ryan Libby bringing them up to speed here. Garrett Grant following right behind him in that number 10 Dodge dealers. Dodge. Looks like the 95 of Mayer going to be the first one to jump out of line and try and get around Tanner Thues. Right now he has the position. Now he's going to go after... Actually, sorry, just going to go after Tanner Thues there. But for a moment, I thought maybe the 9 of Alec... Or, geez, I'm getting all sorts of timing, scoring names mixed up there. The number 9 of Joshua Spalding, but didn't have the momentum. Here comes Chase Berry now fighting back, though. Chase Berry going to go around Tanner Thues as he did not get a good exit. Now he's going to go for a 2-for-1 here. He's going to go to the inside of the 95 here of James.
And let's see if the 23 is... Well, I thought he might go through the middle. There's some sparks from the 9 of Joshua
Looks like
Spalding.
we're 4 wide back here coming off turn number 4. Jeff Bergner up into the wall. Christopher Brown also turned around. Katie Haight was right there. The 15 of McCullough also involved in the Mac Tonight machine.
Caution out for the 3rd time tonight.
3 cautions here in your early 20 laps of this one. Is this a wide track? We figure we have to see a lot of side-by-side and green flag action. Unfortunately, the yellows are flying like somebody's playing the Patriots out there. So let's see here what exactly all happened. Bill Bessler in the 25 machine leading this little group here. It looks like they try and split him coming off turn 4 and nobody gets the run. Jeff Berger goes to the middle. Christopher Brown does not see him. There comes up the track. That's going to get the 15 tagged. Looks like, does everybody else pretty much make it through here other than those 3 drivers?
Katie Haight, Justin German, and the 25 all got away.
Let's see, maybe we can back this up just a little bit here and see.
Danny Valenzuela as well.
Let's see, let's go on board here with the number 37 of Christopher Brown and see exactly what he saw. He has no idea right now Jeff Bergner's in the middle there.
Oh, not
no
at all.
idea.
And you really, those are the kind of wrecks you hate the most, is ones you don't see coming.
And you see Chris tried to get back to the throttle and ended up turning that 37 machine around and found the outside wall once again. So a rough start here for a lot of these drivers, and especially the 37 of Christopher Brown. He actually elected to tow straight to pit road, so he's going to have a little bit longer of a wait there to think. So now Christopher Brown 2 laps down. Aaron Tallhurst is also 6 laps down. So those are your 2 drivers a lap down. Let's see now. Ryan Libby, Garrett Grant, Spalding, Mayer, Barry have all been out there for 9 laps. As you actually hear as we go on board with the 46. He's not going to come down pit road. Doesn't look. Nope, he's not going to come down pit road. But you can hear that car is completely dead. Now you heard him turn it back over. It looks like the 7, though. Or sorry, the
Joshua
9.
Spalding in the 9, yep.
I'll get those 2 right sooner or later, you know. So that's good.
And a whole field behind him. Not the whole field, but a whole other pack of cars behind him.
Yeah, Danny Valenzuela coming down. It looks like Lynn McNeese also down pit road. Christopher Brown still sitting there. Katie Haight coming back down pit road once again. Brian Beach.
Yeah, Katie Haight had a close call there, but I think if she paces herself and is taking these pit cycles like she's doing, she can keep herself out of trouble and get up there in the front.
Well, let's see if we can get a word in with one of the drivers out there. If I can find him, the number 15, Christopher McCullough. You got a copy? It's Roger up here in the booth with William.
Hey, how's it going?
Well, we're doing pretty good, but how's that Mac Tonight machine handling out there as you were just involved in that little scuffle?
A little underpowered now, I'm sure, but it'll be all right.
Yeah, did you actually have to use your quick repair? I'm not sure if you did. It still looks like the right front, maybe a little bit of crinkle.
Thanks. I needed that info, but no, I haven't used it yet. I still have one.
Well, I did not just tell you that the right front was crinkled, and the left rear looks like it's a modified open wheel car.
Yeah, I was about to let you know that as well.
We're not giving you little secrets here on lap 21. But
definitely not your bird's eye view.
What are you going to need here to get that Mac Tonight machine back up towards the front?
A late race caution and use my fast repair. I feel like I'm pretty good on speed. I just need track position.
Yeah, you started in your 24th position, and you actually had already worked your way up to around the 15th spot. Now you're going to be back in the 24th position. So all the time, all the spots you gained kind of null void. Now you're going to have to do it all over again. How's the racing out there on track, though?
What was that? I'm sorry.
I said, how is the actual racing out there on track? It looks like everybody's moving around a lot.
Yeah, everybody's really tight, so corner exit's a little hairy. You can really make some time if you can hold the bottom. I've made a lot of passes just holding the bottom late in that first run. So it'll be interesting to see. There's a lot of damaged cars out here now.
Yeah, a lot of damaged cars. Well, hey, try and keep the Mac Tonight machine clean the rest of the way. Use that fast repair later on in the race, and good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Well, there you heard it from Chris McCullough. He thinks the car might be a little bit slower now, so we're going to have to keep an eye on the number 15 of Chris and see how he winds up, you know, handling the rest of this race. But out front, the 46 of Ryan still out front there. Garrett Grant still finds himself second. James Mayer there in the 95 is going to be your third place runner, along with Chase Berry in fourth, Tanner Thues holding in fifth, Cody Levitt now up to your sixth position, Dave Hunt in seventh, Tony Quadros in eighth, Bill Bessler ninth, and Dustin German there in 10th. Looks like your top 8 drivers did not come down pit road. Bill Bessler has also been out there a little bit longer than the rest of those guys, as he's been out there 8 laps on his. Everybody else has been down pit road within the last 5 laps then after them. So we're going to have to see how the tire strategy plays out here, as the pace car is going to duck off once again. We're about to go green flag racing here.
Here we go again with another restart, Roger, with a lap down car right there at their side, at the leader's side. Let's hope that doesn't make another problem.
Yeah, Christopher Brown in the 37 there. As you see a huge cloud rolling over. That's why you see it's such overcast right now. Let's see how Christopher Brown's going to handle this. It looks like the top 4 guys are going to get around Christopher Brown before they exit turn number 2.
Yeah, I saw the 11 of Chase Berry blinking a little bit out of 2 there yet again.
You can tell a lot of these cars are damaged towards the rear of the field. You see, actually, I think that's the number. I'm not sure if that was the 9 or the 7. I don't want to call him the wrong number at this point anymore. Actually, it's not going to be the 9 of Joshua Spalding. He runs in 17th and up to speed, so.
Yeah, the 9 is light blue. That's the indicator.
Well, you never know. Somebody could have went down pit road, pulled a couple decals off, threw a new paint scheme on her. I mean, you never know. But out front right now, it looks like a 5-car breakaway. Looks like Chase Berry is blinking in and out. Not sure if he's actually out there. There he is once again. He does find himself in 3rd, so it is a 5-car breakaway.
Cody Levitt just a few seconds ago trying to make some moves on the battle for 6th on the 53 of Dave Hunt. Now following behind him.
Cody Levitt right there, your points leader, has worked his way up through the field from the 8th position to 7th. Not a very big jump, but if you remember back on the initial start, he had lost a handful of positions. He was outside the top 10, trying just to stay inside the top 15 at one time. And now look at Tony Quadros right there. He was 3 wide with the lap car. Christopher Brown to the inside, Bill Bessler on the outside. Quadros started in your 16th spot after only having 1 lap in practice. It looks like a little bit of door damage done right there on the 12th to the left side, the driver's side. But it's not affecting Tony Quadros. Tony was one of those drivers, as you see him get real tight there, Bill Bessler's going to cross him over. Tony's one of those guys, he will put it through the floorboard every lap if he's able to. You know, if you remember back to sort of like the days of Thunder, Cole, Cole, you go out there and you drive 50 laps my way and 50 laps your way, I'm going to beat you every time. That's kind of how Tony is. He has it in his mind that he's going to drive it his way.
Well, you can't drive it exactly the way you want it here at Auto Club or you'll ram it in the wall.
As you see Tony having a lot of momentum taken away the last couple turns there as he's falling back. Now it looks like there goes the 9 of Joshua Spalding and the 135 of Landon Loper. Going to get it right around right around Tony. And here comes the 00 of Katie Haight. She's on the loud pedal coming. I heard somebody into the wall. Not sure if somebody came off the corner there and just got tight.
Joshua Spalding and the 25 of Bill Bessler, both side by side now again. And somebody else in the wall is either the 91 or the 97, Thomas Gould. 97 having a hard time keeping it off the wall tonight.
Yeah, Thomas Gould finding the wall once again, it sounded like, and possibly, but as he does have a little bit of right front damage on that Rubbermaid machine. That machine definitely not made of Rubbermaid materials. As he's having a little bit of a connection issue, too, as he tries to work around Christopher Brown there. Thomas has a lot of rear end damage, so I'm not sure where he got the rear end damage. Maybe somebody checking up on a restart or checking up for the yellows. I don't believe he was actually in any yellow other than being into the outside wall at one point.
Yeah, it might be a little more styrofoam made tonight.
Oh, he's got real loose there as he was coming up on Christopher Brown, as he had to really get out of the throttle. That's going to allow Dustin German to really kind of hone in on him, see if he can take that spot.
I think we should stop talking about him before something worse happens.
Well, let's go back up front here at the front. It's a 3-car breakaway now. Ryan Libby, Garrett Grant, and Chase Berry have now opened up a second lead, as Chase Berry's going to go to the inside here of Garrett Grant as they work down the front stretch. A little tri-oval area here. You are able to utilize that underneath the white line if you need it. Neither of those drivers taking it, though, but now it looks like Garrett Grant's going to lose that position to the number 11 of Chase Berry. That inside lane right now really seems to be the dominant spot. Maybe with the setup that they have, we're not going to see the Kyle Larson line here come into play, as that's one of those, when the tires wear out, if you can migrate up there, you can really make a lot of time. Right now, though, these guys only 18 laps on their tires. You see the flames as they go down into the corner. A lot of excess fuel just being burned off these guys as they're coasting around.
There's about to be a battle for second here with Chase Berry and Garrett Grant.
And as these guys are battling it out, looking through the field, Joshua Spalding, who's running in your 7th position right there in the light blue Napa car, the number 9, and Katie Haight, both those drivers, the farthest up in the field to have fresh tires. They have 10-lap fresher tires on both those machines, and they are coming right now. Right now, you're going to see Joshua Spalding trying to work over the 53 of Hunt right in front of him. Not that time coming off turn number 2, but he is on the move. Sooner or later, he's going to look to make that pass. Up front, though, Chase Berry still side by side with Garrett Grant.
Those new tires explain a lot for the 9 and 00 Katie Haight, advancing a lot of positions here after this restart.
At the line, we're going to be 30 laps into this one. Libby has been out front now for 20 laps. Only 2 drivers have led laps here, Libby and Haight. 20 laps for Libby and only 10 laps led for Haight, so.
Side by side out.
I was going to say down into the corner there, Garrett Grant really on that door panel there of Chase Berry trying to get the side drive, trying to get him tight, trying to make the move, and there you see it. He makes the move. As looking back here in the field, Tony Quadros got around Bill Bessler. This is a 3-car battle that's been going on for a little while. Right now, Quadros has it. Bessler really wants it. As they're really nose to tail going down into turn 3 that time. And Landon Loper is right there also on the back bumper of those 2 drivers. So 3 guys that are really battling hard for that 10th position.
And you know, something these drivers don't remember, the more these drivers behind the leader battle, the further the leader can gap that lead.
Right now, a little bit farther back here in the field, 19th and 20th were side by side there. The number 13 Kodiak machine of Jeff Bergner and the 42 of Danny Valenzuela. I mean, Will, I know you're newer here to the OP Racing guys, but it seems like week in and week out, these 2 drivers, I'm not sure if they're out here battling for wins or if these 2 drivers are just out here to go side by side, because week in and week out, we see both these 2 drivers near each other no matter what track we're at, no matter where they're running in timing and scoring. They're always nose to tail, side by side, doing something together. So Danny and Jeff out here having, you know, their own little battles.
Yeah, it's nice to see actual friends out on the track. You know, you develop those relationships driving together for so long. They might even be on the same team speak together, talking to each other right now, making their next move.
And a little update, though, on the number 15 there of Chris McCullough. We spoke with him a little bit ago. Not sure if he had the speed left in the 15. Right now, he finds himself in the 17th spot, now going for 16th as he looks to the inside there of the 28 of Anthony. He has now moved up, what is that, 8 positions since the restart, and looking to take another one here away from Creighton Carter in the 91 as he goes right to the inside. So he still has speed in the machine. It's just the track position is unfavorable for him right now in the 15 machine.
Well, he's going to have some help here with the 91 and the 28 behind him. These guys will just get together in a single file line like they're about to do right here. Maybe they can make up some ground.
Right ahead of them, the 184, Lynn McNeese in the Western Auto Machine. I believe that's a Darrell Waltrip style
It sure
throwback.
is, yep. About mid-90s Darrell Waltrip when he went to drive for himself.
I believe I have that diecast laying around here somewhere. I'll have to pull it out and take a picture and send it to Lynn. Maybe he'll send me some Smoky Mountain moonshine. I mean, I'm still waiting, Lynn. I haven't forgot, buddy. But let's check back out front here. Ryan Libby's still out front. Now he's opened up almost a second gap on the number 10 of Garrett Grant, as Garrett Grant and Chase Berry just not able to keep pace as they work down the backstretch. Looks like Katie Haight is in 7th position now. She's got around the 38 of Cody Levitt and has pretty much set sail from him, as that's a 2-second gap from 7th to 8th there. It's a 2-second gap from Katie to the leader, so she is on a move as she's looking to the inside right here on the 95 of James Mayer. So Haight really pushing the envelope now coming through the field.
Yeah, she's really finding her long run speed here, I think. Passing guys like it's nobody's business.
Well, Red Bull does give you wings, and that's the Red Bull sponsor on the 00, so maybe she knows something we don't. I know Red Bull certainly gives me wings when I need it at 4 o'clock in the morning to go to work, so. A little bit farther back here, the 135 of Landon. He's still battling with, actually, no, he is not. Sorry, he has got around Bill Bessler and Tony Quadros, and now he has gapped them pretty good. Now he's looking to the inside here of Dave Hunt in the 53. He will slide up in front of him coming through turns 3 and 4, as it looks like maybe Hunt going to throw a crossover. No, Hunt's going to draft him and try and come along with him. Bill Bessler, Tony Quadros, though, right behind those guys, still side by side, and that's how they have been for numbers of laps, just kind of exchanging that position back and forth. They don't know, you know, do you take it this lap, I'll have it the next one, you know. Running here in 11th and 12th is great.
Yeah, what guys in that far back in the field need to do, they need to realize that they need to work together. That battling back there is not going to do them much. They need to get in a line and start drafting and start making up some of this gap.
Alex Green here in attendance tonight. It looks like he's been up into the wall. Right now, Alex Green finds himself running in the 25th position. It looks like he is 18 seconds behind the leader right now. Maybe he's having a little difficult time here with the handling as you see him trying to run the middle lane. It looks like he really has a lot of damage on the back end of that 20 machine. Like somebody's really been probably trying to catch a ride with him the way it looks. Out front, though, Ryan Libby still leading the way. Joshua Spalding now joining the party here inside your top three as he is second. Garrett Grant's third. Chase Berry is fourth. Katie Haight now runs in that fifth position, so she is coming along with Joshua Spalding. Joshua Spalding, though, has been into the outside wall at one point.
Yeah, I wasn't able to catch the 20 of Alex Green when you were talking about him, but now that I did see him, it does look like somebody just sat on his bumper.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he realizes this is the the early 2000s NASCAR. They may call him the K&N car here on iRacing, but this is the early 2000s body style for NASCAR. Alex, he has his car looking more like the car of tomorrow. But he's still out there turning laps, and it's still early enough.
Our leader's coming down pit road. Be 46 of Ryan Libby, and also the 10 of Garrett Grant, and the 11 of Chase Berry, and a few more will follow suit.
Tanner Thu's also coming down pit road along with Cody Levitt, and it looks like the 53 of Hunt. So a lot of your leaders here who elected to stay out for those last handful of cautions are going to get 28 laps on fuel here, and they're going to bring it down pit road, put 4 fresh tires. Right now what these leaders, well, where leaders don't want to see is a caution. They want it to stay green here so they can cycle back through, as Joshua Spalding right now finds himself out front with Katie Haight. James Mayer also out there, but he's going to be most likely coming to pit road next time by. Here actually comes Joshua Spalding, maybe pulling a little bit of strategy here and going to short pit and stay on the same sequence as your leaders.
Yeah, I noticed that. And here comes Ryan Libby out of the pits.
So Katie Haight going to take over the lead. So now 3 leaders here from Auto Club. Libby, Haight, and Spalding all have led at least 1 lap. Now Katie's out front, and she's lapping the likes of Chase Berry, Garrett Grant. She's going to go around, and Ryan Libby going to come out of pit road right in front of Katie. So it's going to be interesting to see if those drivers can get back around her, or is she going to be able to set sail on 20-lap-old tires? This is going to really show you the difference between old tires and new tires.
I did remember she did fill up on fuel at a different time than these other guys. I don't think that would be playing a factor right now.
21 laps on the tires for the 00 of Katie Haight. Right now, it looks like everybody inside your top 10 are the only drivers who have yet to come down to take service. Katie Haight's been out there for 21 laps on the tires. Landon Loper, who runs in the second position, has 26 laps, and he runs in second. Third place is the 184, Lynn McNeese. He's been out there for 21 laps. Jeff Bergner in fourth has been out there for 22. And Danny Ricky Valenzuela, who runs there in your fifth position, has been out there for 22 laps also. Brian Beach in sixth, been out there for 21. Alex Green in seventh has been out there 26 laps. So just a handful of drivers who have yet to come down pit road.
And this is where the field gets very jumbled and spaced out.
Yeah, green flag pit stops happening right now. It looks like 10 of Garrett Grant and the 11 of Chase Berry have gotten around Katie Haight, and just right in front of them, actually, that looks like the 7. Or no, sorry, that is the 9. See, I got it right that time. That light blue car, the 9 of Joshua Spalding, going to cycle out of pit road right behind Ryan Libby, but he has 4 fresh tires and 1 lap newer tires actually than Ryan Libby. Let's see if he's going to be able to hunt him down, as Alex Green is now bringing the 20 machine onto pit road, so he will give up and come for 4 fresh tires, and I think he used his quick repair there too. So
here comes Jeff Bergner in the 13 and Danny Valenzuela in the 42. Also down pit lane.
We talk about those guys being out there on track together, as Alex Green almost loops it coming out of pit road. But we talked about how Danny Valenzuela and Jeff Bergner were always near each other, and they're going to come down pit road, and they're pitting literally right next to each other.
Do they have the same qualifying? Do they qualify like right next to each other as well?
28th and 29th for driver 42 and driver 13. So
wow.
Only a handful of drivers still out there on track. It looks like 3 drivers, your top 3, as you see them at the top of your screen. Those 3 drivers are still out there on track. Katie Haight, if she's getting the same fuel mileage as everybody else, we should probably see her coming down pit road in the next 4 to 5 laps, and she'll be bringing along Lynn McNeese and Brian Beach as well. Right now, she has a 8-second lead over Lynn McNeese. All those drivers that you saw there around Katie Haight are all lap down guys, or likes of Tanner Thews, who has just got his lap back by passing the 00. So, the question is, how long now will Katie sit out there? Will she run right to the end of this fuel run, or is she going to short pit a little bit and come down? We know the 9 of Joshua Spalding, who's up here pushing the 46 of Ryan Libby. We know he pitted on the same lap as Katie Haight, but he elected, when he saw all the leaders coming down, he knew he was going to have to come down too to stay on that same sequence. And, I mean, sometimes it's better to go out and make your own strategy, as you see a big push there from the number 9 to the 46, as the 9's going to look to the inside here, down the backstretch, down into turn number 3. He's going to really throw it to the bottom here and try and get this position away from the 46. That would put then Joshua Spalding in 4th, your first car who has already made his pit stop. Brian Beach is down pit road, though. So that's going to turn the 3rd position over to either, well, I say either, but it will be the 9 of Joshua Spalding.
Yeah, I'm really wondering when Katie Haight's going to decide to come into pit road. I wouldn't wait too long.
Yeah, you wouldn't wait too long, as now she's 26 laps into her fuel run. Lynn McNeese also looking like he's going to just run out the fuel load. Now, here's the thing you got to really watch out for if you're either Katie Haight or Lynn McNeese, is you got to watch to make sure these guys who are on new tires do not run you over. You kind of got to be watching in your mirrors at all times. As so far, so good.
And here she comes.
Here comes Katie Haight, as she is off this pace. She's going to bring the 00 down pit road, put 26 laps on that run for Katie Haight. Now the question is, will Lynn McNeese stay out and try and lead a lap? And nope, he's not going to push it any farther. He's going to bring that Western Auto Machine down pit road. So that's going to turn the lead over. We're going to have to see, will Joshua Spalding come out in front, or can Katie Haight or Lynn McNeese still come out in front of him?
It's what we talked about before, Roger. This race is going to be all about fuel strategy. When and where you're going to pit, if you're going to short pit, how long you're going to stay out. Happens the same way in the real world here at Auto Club.
Yeah, we talked if we get green flag runs, you know, these guys are going to spread out, and that's exactly what they're doing right now. Katie Haight going to get past right there. You see her, she's just coming out of pit road. Joshua Spalding going to go to the lead now. Ryan Libby 2nd, Eric Grant 3rd, Chase Berry 4th, Tanner Thews in 5th. That's how they come out here after your pit cycles, as these drivers who have all pitted inside your top 5 have been out there for 7-8 laps on tires. Katie Haight, let's see where she's going to cycle into this one. Right now, she's going to cycle out right in front of the 38 of Cody Levitt. So she has a lot of time to make up here, because I believe that is, what, about 5 seconds behind the leaders, though?
Yep, and Cody Levitt's sitting at 9th on the scoring as of right now. Yep, quite a bit of ground to make up if there isn't going to be another caution. And, you know, cautions are hard to find when the field is this spread out after green flag runs. Once a green flag run happens, it's easier to stay in green.
Let's see, there goes Katie Haight. She's going to work to the inside there of the 95 of James Mayer, so put her now in your 6th position, 7 seconds behind the leader. So let's you know, we're going to have to watch Katie Haight and see how, if or when she's able to run down the likes of Joshua Spalding and the 46 of Ryan Libby, as those guys have checked out right now. As Garrett Grant is your 3rd place car, and he is 1.7 seconds behind your leaders. You see, you can see them right outside the front windshield there, but they have a huge distance on him, and draft is not going to help him at this point suck up to those 2 drivers. through the field here. There's a battle here for your 12th position between the 53 of Dave Hunt and the 6 of Dustin German. Both those drivers on the same strategy. German's been down 1 lap later than Hunt, so not a big difference in tire strategy. As I'm going to look here, also look in the 11th position, the number 15 of Christopher McCullough. He said he had speed, and actually, if you look at his car is brand new out there. He's got a brand new Mac Tonight machine. He no longer has the left rear looking like a modified.
He's that one, the quick repair.
But the guy in front of him, though, here in the Tide Ride, number 1 or the 135 of Landon, he looks like he's out there and been in the wall numerous times with the right-hand side of that machine. You see all the scuff marks, the front right's hanging out.
That doesn't look like a Tide Ride.
Well, it has Tide all over the car, so it's going to be the Tide Ride. Maybe we can talk him into running the actual Tide Ride next week, because Ricky Rudd, if I remember right, back in the early 2000s, he had a pretty sweet 32 machine.
I believe Ricky Rudd was in the 10 when he had Tide.
Oh, well, see. Close enough, right? Do we have a 10 car out there? Garrett Grant's the 10. Maybe we'll talk Garrett Grant into running a Tide Ride. Garrett Grant, though, losing more ground to your leaders. Right now, Garrett Grant shown 2 seconds behind the leaders. Joshua Spalding, though, and Ryan Libby, as you see 2 different lanes, or lines being run that time through 3 and 4. It looked like Libby went down to the apron and might have lost some time there to Joshua. As you see, your leaders are going to start working into lap traffic. It looks like that's the 58 of David Saban. He's trying to stay on the lead lap as he's right there in front of your leaders with, you know, just a handful of seconds. They're going to be right on him. And then the likes of Forrest Sparks also right in front. He's trying to stay on the lead lap. That's also Stephen Herman and Alex Green. So a bunch of these guys right now are really looking for a yellow possibly to try and get away from Joshua Spalding and tag the tail of the field here. Joshua Spalding wants it to stay green. He wants to go all the way here to the end of this one under green flag conditions because he knows he has a half-second lead back to Ryan Libby, and he has a dominating car right now.
Yeah, if I was any of the guys behind the leader right now, I'd be looking for a caution. Plain and simple. It seems like a really lost cause at this moment. That is, of course, unless you're Ryan Libby or Garrett Grant or Chase Berry.
Katie Haight has worked her way into the 5th position. She got around Tanner Foose there about a lap ago. So now put her 5th on the scoring timing. She is 6 seconds back. She's made up 1 second. Pretty much everybody's single filed out. No real side-by-side battling right now.
Well, there's one side-by-side battle with, well, it's not really a battle, I guess. 42 of Danny Valenzuela. And 46
somebody
of Ryan
in the wall
Libby.
there, right in front of your leader. It looks like the 71 of Stephen Herman was bouncing off the wall. Trying to bring you a live picture of the 71. 71 is down in the grass. And
no caution.
I'm sure Joshua, we're going to have to go back here on a replay. We're going to have to see exactly what happened to the 71 of Stephen Herman. Let's go back here as he was right in front of your leader, Joshua Spalding. What really caught my eye, I heard the car hit the wall, and then Joshua Spalding's car shot out from behind this line here. That's Saban right in front, and then Herman. Looks like the 90 of Aaron Tolhurst is also right here. Let's see. Going down the backstretch. Oh, it looks like Tolhurst wants to come up in line. Stephen Herman might have just reacted a little bit, and that car got all out of shape into the outside wall numerous times. Almost took out Joshua Spalding, and then almost took out Ryan Libby as he bounced off the wall. Ends up in the inside wall, still rolling, but heavy damage to the 71, and I'm sure Spalding and Libby both heart rate were pretty much through the cockpit of that car.
Yeah, that was a hard lick for sure on that inside wall. Like you said, I'm pretty sure that was a overreaction to what he was seeing in front of him.
Yeah, so right now, though, Joshua Spalding still out front. Ryan Libby still in your 3rd position. I'm not sure what happened. I just saw 2 drivers both blink out on my screen and go to 0 miles per hour. The 15 of Chris McCullough and the 135 of Landon Loper. And now those drivers are back on track, so not sure timing and scoring really throwing a loop there for those two drivers. Not sure, maybe they're pretty close in their area connections and both of them dropping for a moment, but they are back on track. Chris McCullough is in the 11th position. Loper there in the 12th position. McCullough trying to get around the number 6 there of Dustin German, so McCullough really still does have speed in the Mac Tonight machine. He is coming back through the field. Started 24th, got inside your top 15, had to go all the way back to 24th, now finds himself 11th.
I'd love this battle up here on the front if the 20 was on the lead lap. Unfortunately, that was not the case.
20 of Alex Green battling with the number 9 of Joshua Spalding. Both those guys pretty good friends. So, you know, Alex is going to try and race him as hard as he can because he also needs to stay on the lead lap. He knows he's the leader, but really needs that lap back. As you know, we were talking a couple laps ago about Alex Green. William, I'm not sure if you can zoom in on it for your angle, but the 20 of Alex Green, remind me if I'm wrong, used a quick repair when he came down pit road. Did he not?
Oh, I didn't check. I didn't see that, but that back bumper still looks the same way it did earlier when we were talking about him.
I'm not sure if he used a quick repair or not, but that back bumper is all sorts of tore up as Danny Valenzuela is 3 wide towards the back of this far. Sparks on the outside and Garrett Grant to the inside. One of your lead lap guys battling with the lap down guys. As far as Sparks and Valenzuela are battling on track as, right there, looked like the 10 there really
Katie
chopped
Haight
off the Katie Haight its nose, and she had to back out of that one.
Now the big obstacle for the people on the lead lap is these lap down cars all over the place, like in one big obstacle course. Katie Haight making another aggressive move.
Yeah, Katie Haight, though, going to get the position. She's going to go third now. Now she's actually only 2.8 seconds back, so just in the last 6 laps, Katie Haight has really knocked down that time there for the leaders, and she can see them now. She can see that Ryan Libby is just right out there, 2 cars ahead of her.
And you know, that really does excite a driver whenever you can see the leader in your mirror. I mean, not in your mirror. When you can see the leader in your sights after a long race of being so far back where you can't see them. It does boost your morale, letting you know it's not over.
You also had it right the other way. Sometimes it gets your heart rate pumping when you see the leader in your mirror too.
That is very true.
Right now, though, Joshua Spalding out front. He doesn't have anything to worry about right now. He does know, he can see on timing and scoring that Katie is coming. The question is, though, he's going to be looking to pit here in 6 to 8 laps. So by the time she catches him, he'll be ready to come back in, put 4 fresh tires on, and they're just going to play this dance all night long as we stay green flag.
Joshua Spalding still continuing to be your leader. Started 23rd tonight, so this isn't a bad spot.
As you see, everybody single file behind him. Christopher Brown in between your front 2 drivers of Spalding and Libby. Brown finds himself 3 laps down right now. Looks like 19 cars a lap down right now. Scott Bellum is your 18th place car, and he has the whole entire front stretch over your leader right now. There's actually Dustin German going to come down pit road, it looks. Yep, the 6 of Dustin German going to be one of your first drivers here to hit pit road. Chase Berry also hit pit road. He's back out there, though. He has shown 1 lap down, running in your 22nd position now. So pit stops are happening now. Here she comes, Katie Haight, now 1 second back. Sorry, 1 second behind your leader now. So she's coming.
She's definitely there now.
If they didn't see her in the mirror, now they can definitely see that Red Bull. Ooh, as Libby's up into the wall, almost takes out Haight. Haight had to really take aggressive actions there.
Caution is out for Ryan Libby.
Libby is down in the grass with a tore-up Rockwell Automation machine coming back onto the track there. Let's go back 40 seconds here and take that MaxSpeedTV replay and see what happened as Katie Haight was closing hard. Maybe Ryan slipped up there. Maybe, Katie intimidated Ryan as she was coming through the field.
Thought he had to put a little more juice there out of the corner. The too much juice almost gets Katie Height involved.
All right, there you see Ryan just up into the wall, and oh, a big wiggle. He tried to save it so he didn't hit Katie, and just sideways he went, sliding into the grass. That's going to bring out another yellow here. 64, or working lap 64 out of the 125, so a long green flag run there. We saw a handful of guys come down pit road under green flag situations, so let's check and see who all came down pit road there before that caution came out. Who's going to get trapped? It looks like the 11 of Chase Berry going to get trapped, the 15 of McCullough, and German also going to get trapped along with the likes of the 91 of Creighton Carter.
Now, finally, again, some caution pit stops, led by the 23 of Tanner Thos.
See Joshua
As we were,
Spalding is on pit road, and
yeah, we were under green flag for a long time there.
so Ryan Libby is able to continue, and right now he is in pit road. You just saw his car become brand new right in front of your eyes, like it rolled off the trailer. So we know now Libby has used his quick repair. Who's going to win the race off pit road, though? It looks like Katie Hate's going to get your lead here away from Joshua Spalding. So now Katie's going to be evenly matched with all these drivers. We're going to see how she's going to be able to react once we go back green flag racing. Right now, Katie Hate out front, Joshua Spalding second, Garrett Grant third, Tanner Thus there in fourth, and Ryan Libby now still going to get out there, and he's going to be sitting in your fifth position. Well, let's see. Do we have Ryan Libby around here at all that we can speak with him? It does not look like we're going to be able to interview the likes of the 46 Ryan Libby.
Nope.
Well, let's pull the likes here of a driver who's out there who we've seen come through the field and right now finds himself running in your 13th position. Tony Quadros, you got a copy?
Yeah, Roger, I got you.
Well, Tony, this is Roger and William up here in the booth here tonight for your OP League. Tell us how the track is out there. You worked your way up from 16th to 13th. You were inside your top 10 for a couple moments there. How's the car handling?
It's handling actually really good. I actually have never raced there before, so this is all new to me, but I'm starting to really figure it out.
Yeah, really figuring it out. What do you need out of that number 12 machine, though, to get towards the front more?
I think it's balancing being aggressive and managing the tires, really, on the green flag runs, right? Because I can be fast, but got to manage the tire wear, really, is the key.
Yeah, is the car really tight out there under the lights, or was it better when the daylight was up?
It's definitely getting tighter. I touched the wall early in that green flag run, had a few seconds of damage. It's getting a little tighter. The key to this track, and I've been figuring it out, is out of 4, you want to be getting into the apron right out of 4, and then that can propel you out of the front stretch with a better run.
Well, Tony, we're going to look to keep an eye on you out here on the track, and we'll get you back up here to your team's chat. And good luck the rest of the way, and keep the Mobile 1 machine out of the wall.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
There you heard a little insight on what driver number 12 is going to need to do, as Katie Hate, it looks like here, is going to be trapped behind a couple lap cars. Your first driver actually to lead us, who's going to lead us to green, is going to be a lap down car, the number 15 of Chris McCullough, who's not a lap down car as long as he stays in front of the 00. You see a couple of those other drivers lining up to the inside, the likes of Aaron Tallhurst, the number 11 of Chase Berry. Dustin German, though, also going to be a lead lap car trying to stay right where he is. So 3 guys up here towards the front of this one, laps down, trying to get their laps back.
That's a big mess in front of the leaders as we take the green flag once again here from Auto Club.
Looks like Aaron Tallhurst spun the tires there on the inside with the number 90. He's going to be taken 3 wide with Chase Berry, who's trying to stay on the lead lap too, as they're going to go 3 wide down in the corner. Tallhurst actually disappears for a moment. Now he reappears on the inside. Chase Berry going to pass him. Now Katie Hate going to get around him. Now, those 3 drivers who are in front of the 00 of Katie Hate are running for their life. They really want to get out away from your leaders.
Big pile of mess in front of them.
Yeah, nowhere right now for Katie Hate to go, because the likes of Dustin German to the outside, Chase Berry on the inside. And we know Chase Berry is a quick driver, as he was actually battling up inside your top. Oh, trouble. Trouble towards the back. The 37 of Christopher Brown turned around. I'm not sure. I saw a driver head down pit road. Looks like the 95, I believe that is the DuPont machine of James Mayer. So another caution being brought out here with a lap car involved. Let's go back here on another MaxSpeedTV replay and see if we can see what happened to the 95. Oh, you see Christopher Brown kind of just came down the track there, and the 95 was there. He was trying to get out of the way of Cody Levitt, but big damage then for the 95 of Mayer as he slides down pit road, turns her around, gets her straight. He's going to have to use a quick repair, though, because that whole left-hand side of that number 95 is pretty well used up.
Yep, sent him right into pit road, like you said. A little tidbit for you on one of those NASCAR Thunder games. I think there was a Thunder plate for if you were able to get a certain driver and force them into pit road.
Well, here comes Katie Haight. Looks like everybody has faked her out. Joshua Spalding going to stay out. It looks like the next guy coming down is going to be in 7th place. That's going to be Lynn McNeese, Thomas Gould, Jeff Bergner coming down pit road. And then everybody behind him, Brian Beach, Anthony Pasta, Tony Quadros, all down pit road, along with Bill Bessler. Dave Hunt also coming along with him. So Joshua Spalding duking out Katie Haight. She's going to have fresh tires, but is four lap fresher tires going to make that big of a difference here?
I don't believe it's too much of a difference. 4 lap tires. They're about quite the same.
Well, you say not going to make a difference. Katie Haight's going to probably prove us both wrong. I hate to tell you.
Yeah, I see her go down there along with Western Auto and a bunch of others.
So Katie Haight going to be the first driver on new tires. Chase Berry, though, Dustin German, Chris McCullough, those 3 drivers are really going to be the recipient here of that yellow, as those guys were trying to stay in front of Katie to, get their laps back. They did. So they got the lap back the old-fashioned way.
I do appreciate Katie playing it safe here all race long. Whenever she had an opportunity to take a pit, took it.
Well, let's see if we can get a word in here with the driver of the number 11. Chase Berry, you got a copy. It's William and Roger up here in the booth.
Yes, sir.
Well, Chase, we saw you were battling to get your lap back there and stay in front of the leader and get a yellow, and you did. Now what's it going to take to get that Lego machine back to the front?
Maybe get some better talent and just be patient. Try to get back up to the front and maybe, hopefully have something for Spalding and Hate It and all them girls.
Boys and girls, you caught yourself there as you saw a lot of your competitors that were just around you there. They came down pit road. Any strategy for staying out?
I just wanted to make sure I didn't have, mess myself up on the restart. Rather than chasing the field with coming to 1 to go and all that good stuff. So, we didn't burn that much tires on that one little lap.
Yeah, but it looks like everybody else behind you will have 4 fresh ones, so now you're going to have to see if you can be evenly matched with those drivers. Well, Chase, good luck the rest of the way, and I know we can talk to you later, so give her heck.
I will do. I'm going to try.
Have another string of cars coming down pit road on this another lap of caution.
Yeah, it looked like the likes there of Christopher McCullough, along with Katie Haight, Dustin German, 91 of Creighton Carter, Forrest Sparks, all coming down. Or sorry, not Forrest. Forrest is going to stay out there because he is actually 1 lap down, unfortunately, right now. But Hate It, McCullough, German coming down pit road again. So waiting here on the pace car once again to come off the track so we can get these boys back to green flag racing. 70 laps about to be complete here from Auto Club for the OP Racing Throwback Series. Presented here tonight by the Imperial Motorsports Group. Pace car is down and away now, just waiting on the flag man to wave the green flag. There it's waving. We're going to go back green flag racing. You see the 90 of Aaron Tolhurst jump right to the bottom to try and get out of the way if something were to happen to that number 90, because he's been out on the inside lane all night long with a bunch of damage. Knows he's not as quick as a lot of these guys. It looks like your front 2 are going to clear Tolhurst by the time we get down into turn 1. Now it looks like Libby going to go door to door. Can Ryan Libby clear the lap car? He's gonna now Tanner Thuse's turn, and there's Cody Levitt as he runs in your 5th position right now. The silent man, he's just been working towards the front all night long. He's gonna go to the inside actually of Tallhurst to get around him.
Yeah, some aggressive moves out of Cody Levitt.
Yeah, Cody knows the laps are winding down. Now it's kind of time to go. Let's checking back here. Danny Valenzuela was in the Hornet's nest. They're really spread out. You see him all over the track. 3, 4, 5 wide back here. You see there Thomas Gould in the 97 down there all the way on the apron, and Alex Green being stuck in the middle right now.
Yeah, a lot of double file action back here in the mid-pack. And some contact, and the round goes the 20 of Alex Green. Caution out once again.
That's going to involve the 15 of McCullough. Dave Hunt's involved. Tony Quadros, we just spoke with him, told him to keep that number 12 clean, and now it is all tore up. You see him on the outside lane there. Let's take another MaxSpeedTV replay here. Cautions seem to be breeding cautions here tonight from Auto Club, and they are coming hot and heavy into the wreck here. Let's go back. Let's take the chopper cam over top of the number 20 of Alex Green as they work down the front stretch. There you saw the 3 wide with Alex Green in the middle. The 97, though, gives him the position at the end of the front stretch. Then let's see what happens here. Oh, it looks like maybe Alex Green back to the throttle too soon. Got into the back of Herman. Slid up the track and then also got tapped by the number 97 and turned around goes Alex Green. There you saw McCullough coming into that, along with the likes of Tony Quadros. So a bunch of guys getting caught up into this. Let's see, maybe we can go back a little bit farther and see exactly what happened to a couple of these other guys.
Yeah, still coming out of a corner. You don't want to tap a guy's bumper like that. These cars are really sensitive, and they'll sit them out of sorts real quick.
Let's go on board from the looks of Quadros right there. Quadros into the back of Bergner, and then he gets tapped by Post, and he goes right around. He rides the outside wall, but the damage was already done.
Yeah, the 25 of Bill Besler was lucky to get out of that and almost involved him as well.
Yeah, Chris McCullough has pulled that machine off the track. He is done for the night. He's headed. He's loaded it up on the hauler. He is already out of here. I believe Dave Hunt also possibly up and out of here. Already put that car on the hauler also.
Well, earlier, Roger, I was kind of hoping cautions would come back. Now I wish they'd stay away.
Yeah, a couple guys coming down pit road here, though. It looks like the 46 of Ryan Libby coming down, Cody Levitt coming along with, Scott Bellum, Bill Best, and Lynn McNeese. Katie Haight also down, Brian Beach, Dustin German, and Tony Quadros bringing a heavily damaged number 12 machine to pit road.
Yeah, I don't know if he's already used a fast repair or not, but if he has, then it may be over for him.
That's going to leave the likes there of the number 10 of Garrett Grant out front. Tanner Thuse staying out also, along with Chase Berry, Sabin, and Mayer. Joshua Spalding going to be the first one off pit road, followed by the 46 of Libby, the 38 of Levitt, the 07 of Bellum, and the 69 of Brian Beach. Lynn McNeese right now running in your 11th position, along with the 97 of Thomas Gould there, who actually has a brand new Sharpie Rubbermaid machine, it looks like. Katie Haight going to drop to 13th. Creighton Carter in 14th. Dustin German there running 15th. Jeff Bergner 16th. Forrest Sparks, who just got a lap back, in 17th. Bill Bessler 18th. David Hunt is actually still here. He must have been just off track for the moment. He runs 19th. Anthony Poston in 20th. And Tony Quadro is going to round out your lead lap cars right now, as Tony's still sitting on pit road trying to get damage repaired to that number 12 machine. There's your top 5 after 72 laps here. Coming to complete lap 73. Let's check out your caution counter for you here tonight for the OP guys here from Auto Club. 6 cautions for 16 laps this time at the line. We got 51 laps to go. We've had 7 lead changes here at the front. 7 lead changes. That's only involved 4 drivers, though. Libby, Spalding, Haight, and Grant, all leading at least 2 laps or more. Libby has 28 laps led. Spalding has 23. Haight has 21, and Grant has 2 laps led here at the front. Now Grant, though, going to be the control car on this restart. It's going to be the first time he's seen fresh track in front of him.
Yeah, he was one of the first drivers we talked to here in this practice session and happy hour before the race. And I was messing around with him, saying, "You're not." He was kind of messing around here in happy hour, and I said, "You better start getting some better on green flag runs if you want to get ready to win this thing. He's like, I don't know if I'll win it. Well, here you are, Garrett, sitting in the front. So let's see what you can do with it, buddy.
And also in practice, I believe Garrett went out there and hit everything except for the pace car. So, I mean, the car looks clean. I don't believe he's been in any accidents or scuffles, maybe into the outside wall, you know, a scrape or two. But that Dodge machine out front looks pretty clean, along with the number 23 there of Tanner Thues, who's right behind him. Both those drivers run in quite a few leagues I've seen out there running these cars, and I know they're very talented drivers themselves. So just trying to see now if they can keep themselves out front. A couple weeks ago from Martinsville, Tanner was out front till he caught lap traffic, went into turn number 4 heavy on the brakes, and the 23 machine just snapped left, and he found the water barrier right there at pit road, and that ended his night as he had dominated that race altogether. Now finds himself up front here, maybe for a little redemption, waiting on the green flag. There's the green flag. Only 3 lap down cars to the inside. That's Tallhurst, Brown, and Valenzuela, as Garrett Grant got a great start there on the outside, though. He's going to clear the lap down cars by turn 1. That's going to let Tanner Thues, though, try and get around the number 90 of Tallhurst.
Chase Berry might be impatient here, sitting behind Tanner Thues, as he might give him a push here soon.
Looks like, though, your top 3 guys are going to get around those lap cars. That's going to then leave Dave Sabin back here trying to battle. Is there 3 wide with the 2 lap cars to the inside? Oh, contact once again with a lap car. That's going to bring out another yellow.
My goodness.
Well, another yellow flying here involving a handful of lap cars to the inside. And, you know, it's kind of what you're going to see here when you get guys to the inside that are trying to fight for laps back. So let's go ahead from the chopper cam here with driver number 58 and see what we can exactly see transpire. Going down the backstretch, your 2 lap down cars of Aaron Tallhurst to the inside, Christopher Brown in the middle, and then Sabin on the outside with Mayer. It looks like Brown may have slid a little bit. Sabin came down a little. I mean, maybe Sabin wasn't expecting to go 3 wide with 2 lap down cars to the inside as he was trying to get that position, and just going to make contact. It's unfortunate for the 58.
Yeah, like, I don't know what else you would expect. I would, if it were me in that position, I would have let off. Seeing those 2 lap cars down there on the inside, best thing to do would just stand your ground and wait. Don't chance it.
Well, we're going to step away for just a moment here. We've completed 76 laps from Auto Club. You don't want to miss anything. The closing laps here for the OP Throwback Series coming up here on MaxSpeedTV. Welcome back here to Auto Club for the 2001 Throwback Series presented by Imperial Motorsports. Right now out front, Garrett Grant has led 6 laps. All those except for one of them being here under caution as we're about to get back going. Green flag racing. Tanner Thu still second. James Mayer there in third. Joshua Spalding fourth. Ryan Libby in fifth. Brian Beach sixth. Scott Bellum seventh. Dustin German in 8th, Quadros 9th, and Chase Berry rounds out your top 10 as they see the pace car ducking off here once again. You see the blinking number 95 there on the outside. Green flags waving. Garrett Grant coming up through the gears once again here on the front stretch as they're crashing behind already. Looks like Tony Quadros, Cody Levitt, Chase Berry, Bill Bessler. A lot of cars involved in this one towards the back. We didn't even get past the start-finish line. Let's go back here on the replay and see exactly what happened with all these drivers as they were just trying to get through the gears. Possibly a missed shift by somebody. Let's go from the blimp cam here and exactly see what transpired. Let's see, you see Chase Berry there right behind the 12 of Quadros. Quadros behind the number 6 of Dustin German. Let's see if it actually starts here or if it was in front of them. Oh, it looks like Chase Berry tried to get the jump to the outside, and Quadros may not have known he was there, and that involved a handful of guys. Bessler, Levitt, it looks like the 7 of Sparks.
I was looking at these two guys before the restart, seeing how close they were to each other. I should have kept looking, because they seem to be the two that caused the next caution.
As you go on board, there really wasn't that much room for the 11 to stick his nose there, but he tried to, and unfortunately, that's going to bring out another yellow here from Auto Club. Yeah,
again, the start-finish line was not too far away. He really should have waited and tried to pass on the inside there. Really unfortunate. The guys behind him and the 12 of Tony Quadros.
Well, let's see if we can get a word in with one of your drivers out there. Let's see if we can get a word in with one of the drivers who was involved in that wreck. Let's see. I'll get the words out for you here sooner or later. Cody Levitt, you got a copy?
I got you.
Cody, I can already hear it in your voice as that 38 machine is pretty mangled up. It looks straight like a modified that you'd see on a Saturday night. How much damage is really done to that machine, do you think? Is it going to need a quick repair here?
Yeah, I think I'm going to use it. I'm coming down pit road right now, so yeah, I'm just going to use it, see what happens. I have no idea what happened in front of me, but that was unfortunate.
Yeah, unfortunate for you as you came in tonight being the points leader. At this point now, what's going to be the strategy going forward? Is this just kind of gather all the points we can? Because you were inside your top 5 there for a little while of this race.
I think I can get back up there. Got some people that probably won't make it. I mean, everyone's going to have to pit one more time, for sure. But I only have to put like 7 gallons in, while other people have to put at least 9. So maybe that'll help. We'll see what happens, man.
Yeah, I'm going to have to say something here, Cody. You're going to have to keep my car a little bit cleaner, buddy.
Sorry, boss.
I mean, we're a low-budget team out here. We can't afford to be pulling these quick repairs out and getting you some new sheet metal. So try and keep the 38 car a little clean.
All right, man, you got it.
All right, Cody. Good luck the rest of the way. Maybe we'll get to talk to you yet, or maybe I'll just have to yell at you.
All right.
Yeah, the Roger Muth Motor. Got a budget to keep.
Yeah, the 38 machine of Cody Levitt, though, he's going to use his quick repair. He'll be out there. He'll be running around. It looks like the 14th spot right now. So he's still on track. He's still on the lead lap. Right now, it's showing timing and scoring, showing us 21 cars right now on your lead lap. That being the 21st car, the 58 of Sabin, Alex Green in 20th, Danny Valenzuela 19th. So those guys towards the rear of this field hanging on to the lead lap. Katie Haight, though, if you're looking at timing and scoring, is shown right now in your 16th position. So not only has she led laps here today, she's been at the back of this field. Now she made her way towards the front of the field, led a lap. Now she's back here in 16th and going to have to do it all again with the laps counting down here.
I mean, we've seen her do it once, and I have no reason to believe that she can't do it again. It's just a matter of, can we get some green flags going? Can we get some green flag laps going here in this session?
Yeah, that's going to be the question, is the lights on the pace car are still on. So let's go through your field here. Right now in first, the number 10 of Garrett Grant. Sitting in second, going to be the 23 of Tanner Thues. Running in your third position, the 95 of James Mayer. Running fourth, Joshua Spalding. Then the 46 of Ryan Libby still hanging on after taking that spin. Finds himself fifth. Brian Beach is sixth in the 69. Scott Bellum in the 07 there, the Camel Machine. He finds himself seventh. Dustin German in the 6 is running eighth. Creighton Carter in the 91 finds himself ninth. The 7 of Forrest Sparks is sitting in your 10th position. Jeff Bergner is in your 11th position. The 53 of Dave Hunt is 12th. The 97 of Thomas Gould runs in your 13th position. Cody Levitt finds himself 14th. Anthony Poston finds himself 15th. Katie Haight is 16th. Danny Valenzuela is 17th. David Sabin is 18th. Tony Quadros 19th. Lynn McNeese, who's on pit road getting some damage, maybe knocked out or maybe some more tires and a little bit of fuel, in 20th. Alex Green is the last car on the lead lap, sitting in your 21st position.
Lights out on the pace car once again here at Auto Club Speedway. Hoping to get at least 2 or 3 laps of green flag racing here.
83 laps in the books here from Auto Club. 125 the scheduled distance. See the lap down car there, the 37 of Christopher Brown, going to line up to the inside along with the 71 Stephen Herman. The 90 of Aaron Tallhurst also tagging there. That's going to be your 3 lap down cars to the inside as they sit right now. So let's see what's going to transpire here on this restart. Just going to have to wait here for a couple more moments yet before we can go back green flag racing. Garrett Grant, though, going to lead him here to green.
Race control, reminding these drivers to keep it clean once again.
There you see the pace car making that left-hand turn. You see how foggy it is with the overcast skies here from Auto Club. Green flags in the air. We're racing once again here from Auto Club. Garrett Grant, Tanner Thues, both getting great starts. They're going to jump out and already pull away here from your lap-down cars. That's going to leave James Mayer, though, fighting to get around the number 37 of Christopher Brown.
Yeah, side by side, James Mayer. Not anymore. And the 9, yeah, the 9 of Joshua Spalding, right when I say that, going around James Mayer in the 95.
Yeah, he's going to look to the inside, and he's got the likes of Ryan Libby in the 46 really pushing that number 9 machine. They're both going to work their way around the 95 there of Mayer. So now put Spalding in third and Libby there in your 4th position. Mayer back to 5th. And Brian Beach runs in 6th place. Little Hornet's Nest back here. It looks like the 07 is Bellum still trying to get around the likes of the 37 there of Christopher Brown. We're going to go down here into turn number 1, making a left-hand turn. It looks like right now the advantage is going to go to the 37, but the 07 is going to really fight back to the outside. See the 37 hold it down, kind of pinched himself there off the corner. So Bellum's going to get around. Then you got to go back here. It looks like Stephen Herman, who is a lap down, going 3 wide with, here comes Bergner to the middle with Poston on the outside. Let's see, 3 wide. Oh, contact between the 13 and the 71. They're going to make it work.
I'm glad they made that gel.
That was a close call between those 2 drivers there.
It was.
So out front, though, here comes Ryan Libby. He is looking to the inside now, though, of Joshua Spalding. That's for the 2nd position. And the question is, how fast can they run down Garrett Grant? Because Garrett's been out there for 22 laps on this fuel run.
Well, Tanner Thues is going to take advantage of that battling and jump right up there with him.
You see there, Ryan Libby using that inside apron there to try and get a little turn out of it. It looks like he might have got a little tight, though. Here comes Spalding. Oh, Mayer up into the outside wall there right behind these guys. He's going to be able to hang on to it, but he's going to lose a lot of momentum and might lose some positions as that car is heavily damaged on the right front.
Yeah, he might need to take it down to the apron here if he can't get up to speed. The 07 of Scott Belling going to try to pass him on the inside, currently in the 8th position.
Looks like Cody Levitt looking to the inside here. Your driver in your orange 38 machine to the inside here of the number 7 of Forrest Sparks in the reverse, or I guess you want to say reverse Alan Kwiecki style paint scheme. Bergner also right on the back bumper of the 3811.
Yeah, I like that scheme. It's more like a night version of Alan Kwiecki.
So right now, Forrest Sparks dropping 2 positions there. Just in one corner, he's going to lose the 13th spot to the 3811, and then he's going to lose the 14th spot to Jeff Bergner. Now Forrest going to run in your 15th position with Anthony Poston there, looking to the inside of him now.
First time we've seen this in a while is 2 packs forming, with the 07 of Scott Bellum leading that second pack behind the leaders.
Right now, though, Garrett Grant is out front. Joshua Spalding second, with Ryan Libby literally pushing that back bumper there of the number 9, trying to get towards Garrett Grant.
And that's a lot better strategy than getting right up next to him, because that would lose your gap.
Tanner Thus and Dustin German also battling for that 4th and 5th position. Look like Thus there kind of tight coming off the corner, going to allow the 6 of Dustin German to pull to the inside here. Down the backstretch they come, down into turn number 3 side by side. It looks like German's going to have the advantage on the inside. Thus pretty much going to give it to him. Brian Beach, though, going to look to take advantage of that. Now he closes the gap there. He's running 6th, that blue number 69 NOS car. As now it looks like Spalding has caught Garrett Grant. Garrett went to the apron there to kind of block Spalding's line to see if he couldn't jump to the inside.
And
but
the move to the inside.
Looks like he's still going to get to the inside, and possibly here comes the 46 of Ryan Libby right along with him.
All 3 of these drivers want a piece of the action, and Garrett Grant's trying to hold on to the lead.
Garrett Grant, though, 26 laps on his tires compared to the other 2 who have 17. So kind of at a little bit of a disadvantage there with 9-lap fresher tires, and you can see him just take advantage of him and drive right around him, and they're going to drive away. But now Ryan Libby looking to go for a 2-for-1 here in 1 lap, as he's going to go to the inside here of Joshua Spalding at the line. Who's going to have it at the line? Give it to Ryan Libby. He's going to lead this lap.
And already a lot of laps already led in this race for Ryan Libby.
Yeah, Libby, though, goes down into turn 1 real hard. That's going to allow Joshua Spalding to cross him over. Now Spalding back to the front, and here comes Garrett Grant looking to the inside now of Libby down the backstretch.
Feels nice to have a race again, doesn't it, Roger?
Yeah, side-by-side action here down the backstretch. Now the 10 has the advantage on the inside, but can he make those tires work? We know Ryan Libby has the fresher tires. He's able to hold that apron there. You see Libby there putting the left sides on the apron below the white line. Gets that great runoff. He'll go to the inside now of the 10. Going down the front stretch, though, Joshua Spalding out front says, hey, you 2 battle it out here. I'm content running my own out front. But now 46 looks to get around him, and he had a great run coming to Joshua Spalding also. So not sure if Spalding lost a little momentum off turn number 4 that last time by. Now put Spalding out front. Libby in second, Grant third.
Pretty much single file behind them until you go back to the 6th and 7th spots of Tanner Thos and Katie Height and the 97.
Yeah, Katie taking that position away from Thomas there, so that 7th and 8th exchanging hands. Katie now has the 7th position as she is on the move. She is the farthest up driver on the newer tires. As I'm looking at timing and scoring, Dustin German, who sits in your 3rd position right now, he's looking to get that 3rd position from Garrett Grant. Oh, it's going to get tight there. A little bit of aero push for the number 6 as Grant packed on the air on the spoiler with Brian Beach being right there. I'm not sure Garrett Grant's been out there for 29 laps, so I'm not sure how much fuel is left in that 10 machine. Right now, though, at the line, Garrett Grant going to hold on to that 3rd position. Dustin German still trying to get it away from him. Like I said a moment ago, how much fuel is left in the tank for the number 10?
Yeah, he continues to fall behind here. The fuel dissipating and also tires wearing off.
not sure what happened to the 46 of Ryan Libby, because he is now falling down through the field here on timing and scoring, as he is not shown on track. He was running in second right behind Joshua Spalding, but right now he's shown in the 20th position, not even on track. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that. Maybe just a little bit of a connection issue. Let's see if he comes back here in a couple moments or not. But right now, Joshua Spalding out front. Garrett Grant is shown second with Dustin German in third. Brian Beach right there. You see those three drivers nose to tail. Beach there in fourth. Fifth is Tanner Thues, who right now is in a heated battle with the 97 of Thomas Gould and the 00 of Katie Haight.
Well, that'd be a real shame if Ryan Libby just had a connection issue there. He's been running such a great race tonight.
Yeah, I believe that's not the first time we've seen the 46 of Ryan Libby. They'll have connection issues as Tanner Thues is up into the wall. You saw that right there on screen. Tanner Thues up into the wall, scraping the outside wall. I'm not sure what happened. Let's see. Is he going to bring the number 23 to the pit road? As he had an opportunity since he was off the pace and already on lap 31 on the fuel run, as these guys are trying to extend it farther than they have all night long.
Side by side again and into turn one with Katie Haight and Thomas Gould in the 97.
Thomas and Katie going side by side right now. Thomas with a lot of damage, but he's really being able to wheel that Rubbermaid machine. Maybe the rear end of that car is actually made with rubber after all, as he's going to go right behind Katie right now, as that's going to be Katie taking over the fifth position, and Thomas having to settle for sixth right now. There's also a little bit of a battle a little bit farther back. The 38 of Cody Levitt and the 53 of Dave Hunt, Tony Quadros, Scott Bellum. All four of those drivers have been changing hands, and now it looks like Tanner is going to come down pit road in the 23. Tanner Thues coming down pit road. Aaron Tallhurst in the 90 in all sorts of trouble. Dave Hunt. Oh boy, Aaron Tallhurst spinning, coming off turn 4.
Hitting the inside wall. Will stay caution free.
I think Tanner Thues might also be out of gas, as he's very slow coming down pit lane. I think he might have got it refired now, so losing a lot of time here for driver 23. Out front, Joshua Spalding all by himself has a 2.2 second gap all the way back to Dustin German, Brian Beach in third, Garrett Grant fourth. Katie now sitting in the fifth position.
Here comes Garrett Grant down pit road, probably for the final time tonight.
Yeah, right now it looked like he was on lap 32, so if he can, if that's the case, he only has 27 laps to go here, so he should be able to make it now from this point on fuel.
That'll make Joshua Spalding in the 9 your leader.
There's a battle, though, for that second position. Dustin German, Brian Beach running door-to-door down the backstretch here. Beach to the inside. Beach going to take that position away from German. Now the question is, when do all your leaders come down pit road? The 90 of Aaron Tallhurst did get the 90 fired and back pointed in the right direction, as he's coming down pit road right now. These two are still side by side for second. They can't figure out who wants the lead, but as they try and battle it out, now it's a 2.7 second lead for Joshua Spalding over Brian Beach and Dustin German. And as they battle it out, here comes the 00. She's making up time herself. Ever since she got around the likes there of Thomas Gould, she's just been pulling away from him. There you see Garrett Grant coming back out on track, but he is a lap down right now. He's looking for a caution, not a caution, he's looking to go green flag cycle through so he can try and get that track position back. 25 laps to go this time by. Here comes Dustin German down pit road. Joshua Spalding also down pit road.
Yeah, if you're not going into pit road for the final time now, I think you're taking quite a bit of a risk. The only thing you'd be gambling on is waiting for another caution to come out. And I mean, there's quite a bit of three wide racing here still, so it is possible for accidents to still happen, as Cody Levitt is now 3 wide with his two buddies there.
That's Tanner Thues and Dave Hunt there. Now they're going to go 2 wide into turn 3. Tanner Thues, one of those smart drivers, he just decided to back out of it. It wasn't worth going 3 wide into the corner. As you can see, he has so much newer tires than these guys. He was able to pretty much almost drive right into the back bumper of Dave Hunt. But he knew to kind of relax there. He knew it wouldn't be a good idea. Hunt's really blocking him down the front stretch here. Tanner Thues going to look to the inside, possibly. He has the faster car. Is Hunt going to give him the inside, though? They are. They're going to go 3 wide. Levitt way to the top side, the Kyle Larson line practically, as you see him actually dive down because he lost a lot of time there. Tanner Thuso going to go by both these drivers. Dave Hunt, they're going to try and fight back.
Yeah, Cody Levitt, as soon as he made that move all the way out to the outside, he knew that wasn't what he intended to do. Caution is out once again.
Caution's out on the track. The 69 of Brian Beach is on pit road. I believe that's the 20 of Alex Green that's turned around. Alex Green with a bunch of damage sitting to the inside there, off turn number 4. Yellow's flying once again. Let's see if we can take one of these MaxSpeedTV replays and see what happened to Alex Green.
Oh, man. Yeah, he was trying to come into pit road, it seems. And the 25 tagged him, not gauging his speed, Bill Bessler.
Alex Green taking an unconventional lane. I'm not sure, maybe he wasn't out of fuel. He was just in pit road, it looked like 8 laps ago. So, oh sorry, 18 laps ago for driver of the 20, as Bill Bessler just ran right into the back of him. I mean, maybe a little bit of communication between spotters not happening there, as it's going to bring out another yellow. You know who that really is going to benefit here? Driver of the 00 of Katie Haight, as she finds herself now. If we can get our cameras to work for us here, we'd bring you back to live action. There's Katie out front. That is going to put the 6 of Dustin German, Garrett Grant, Tanner Thues all a lap down. Couple drivers there who were in the front.
And Katie Haight's gonna lead him down here to pit road. Hopefully for the final time tonight.
So a handful of these lead lap drivers coming down pit road once again. And I did get confirmation from the spotter for the number 20 of Alex Green. He was trying to come down pit road. Unfortunately, Bill Bessler got into the rear end of him, and that turned him around. Katie Haight going to come down, hit her marks there. The 00's on pit road for the last time here tonight. Waiting for that pit stop for the 00 to be done, as you see Thomas Gould. Looks like Cody Levitt, all of it. Oh, she just looks like she might have stalled.
Going really slow.
She might have stalled there, and now that's going to put her behind the 8 ball. It looks like Tony Quadro is going to get around her, so now it's going to put Katie back, it looks like, in the 7th position. She looked like she was going to beat those guys by a mile off pit road, and not sure if it was just in the wrong gear, and that 00 did not go anywhere.
Almost looked like it didn't want to start.
Let's see, there's your top 5 at the top of the screen. Spalding out front, Beach in 2nd. Gould in there, or as it switched hands there for a moment. Actually, it will revert. Brian Beach will be 2nd. Thomas Gould will be 3rd. Dave Hunt will be 4th. And Cody Levitt will be in your 5th position. So late race developments happening here under green flag pit stops. Going to trap a handful of drivers a lap down. We're going to have to see how this works out, because we did see a little while ago when green flag pit stops happened like that before, the cars that were a lap down that did not pit. So that would have been like the 6 of Dustin German, Garrett Grant, Tanner Thues. Are they going to end up lining up now in front of your leader behind the pace car and hope? They got to hope at this point they can stay out in front of Joshua Spalding and catch another yellow here quick to allow them to come all the way back around. Actually, it looks like Dustin German going to get the wave around, I believe. So he'll be at the tail end of the field, but that will then leave Garrett Grant, Tanner Thues, and Anthony Poston there. 3 guys right in front of your leader trying to stay on the lead lap. Right now, we only have 2 lap down cars to the inside. It's going to be the 90 of Aaron Polhurst, and it looks like the 95 of James. Is that James? That is the 95 of James Mayer.
Yeah. It's still weird for me to see all these lap down cars get in front of the leader like this on a pace lap.
So right now, the 10 of Grant, Thuce in the 23 and the 28 of Poston going to try and stay ahead of Joshua Spalding here and hope that they can snag a yellow as we're waiting on the pace car to roll down pit road. The pace car has made the left-hand turn. Now we are just waiting here on, actually the control car going to be the 10 of Garrett Grant, and then he fires off. So now the question is, how long can he stay out in front? How long will it take the 9 of Spalding, who is now going to the inside lane, going to follow the 95 down into turn number 1. Spalding got a great start. Now he's just trying to get by these guys. The question is, though, we know Grant and Thuce, both of those are fast drivers, and they're going to battle as hard as they can to stay out front and on the lead lap.
Yeah, Thuce good. Joshua Spalding in the 9 is going to camouflage himself here with the lap down cars, as the next guy in on the lead lap would be Thomas Gould in the 97.
It looks like the 90 of Aaron Tolhurst tagging turn 4 walls. They're going to go 3 wide at the stripe there. Joshua Spalding to the outside, and it looks like the 90 of Tolhurst in the middle with Mayer to the inside. That's going to fizzle there as Joshua Spalding, your leader, is going to get around both those cars. Now he's set his sights on the white machine in front of him. That's going to be Tanner Thuce. The question is, can those 2 drivers out in front of Spalding run away and hide? As there are still 2 wide back here towards the middle. Poston kind of fallen off there. He is now battling with, I believe that's actually Dave Hunt, who runs in your 4th position. So your 4th, 5th, and 6th place drivers all towards the back of this one, right in a hornet's nest, as they got drivers 3 wide here. Hunt in the middle, Poston to the outside, and it looks like Herman there on the inside. Cody Levitt, Katie Hayden, and Tony Quadros nowhere to go, with Lynn McNeese following right in the trails there too. That battle's pretty much all over this track.
Yeah, the 00 of Katie Hayden, she's got a choice whether to get involved with this group or try to find a way around them.
Yeah, we only got 18 laps to go right now. It looks like Katie possibly looking to sneak to the inside here of Cody Levitt. No, she'll have to tuck back in line as they dive down into turn number 3 once again. So it's still Joshua Spalding, Thomas Gould, Brian Beach, Dave Hunt, Cody Levitt, and then Katie Haight there right now. That's your top 6 with Tony Quadros 7th, Lynn McNeese 8th, Scott Bellum 9th, and Jeff Berger rounding out your top 10.
This has been a really nice turnaround race for the 97 of Thomas Gould. You know, he was started 25th, and then we saw him a lap down at one point of this race, I do believe. And now here he is sitting in 2nd position.
Yeah, Thomas
in the waning laps.
Thomas actually having a lot of damage on that machine, but he's still being able to wheel it really nice.
Didn't seem to bother him at all.
Right now, Thomas going to go there to the inside around the lap car of the number 90 of Tolhurst. Now he can see the 69 of Brian Beach, who's right out in front of him. But the question is, Joshua Spalding now got around Tanner Thuce. Now can he run down Garrett Grant? So he had 3 guys in front of him he had to run down and get around. He's got around 2 of them. Now he has 1 more left. You know, if this would be a really an upset here for the 10 of Garrett Grant, as he spent 18 laps out front, and it looked like he was going to walk away with a really good points day. Right now on the verge of going a lap down, and he is running actually in your 16th spot. So went from being one of your top 4 guys to being 16th, on the verge of being a lap down and trapped.
Running 16th, but also running out of time. That number 9 is coming.
Yeah, 15 laps though, this time by at the line. Laps are winding down here pretty quick. The real question is, I just saw timing and scoring update. Katie has now got around Cody Levitt, so put Levitt to 6th, Katie in 5th. Does she have enough time to come through? Oh, crash right in front, Aaron Tolhurst. Quadros hitting the outside wall. Well, let's see. This is really going to shake things up now, because your leaders have made their final pit stops. Are they going to come down here under the yellow? Let's go back here and take a MaxSpeedTV replay once again and see what happened to Aaron Tolhurst. Seemed like Tolhurst really having a struggle finding the field here tonight. Let's see, right there's the 95 of James Mayer on the outside as they worked through the tri-oval. Let's see, I'm not sure where this exactly transpired between the drivers. Tolhurst being 8 laps down there, battling with the 95, who was on the lead lap. Oh, it looks like the 90 of Tallhurst just lost it on the apron himself. Look at Katie go to the inside, Levitt to the outside. Quadros just ended up finding the wall. And then Stephen Herman comes in there and just smokes the number 90 of Tallhurst.
Yeah, the 90 of Tallhurst, he's been involved in a lot of the cautions we've seen tonight.
Yeah, let's go on board here, though, with Katie and see exactly. She sees the spin right in front of her. She just holds it to the left, barely squeaks by.
That was another great accident avoidance move by Katie Hyde tonight. We've seen that multiple times having to get out of people's way wrecking.
Here comes your leaders, though. It looks like Joshua Spalding going to come down pit road. Cody Levitt going to pull the wild card. He's going to stay out. Levitt going to stay out. It looks like Bergner and Valenzuela also going to stay out. So, and did Thomas Gould also stay out? Thomas did, so a handful of guys electing to stay out here. So interesting strategies in the closing laps here. I would say let's pull one and talk to him, but towards the end of this one, let's not kind of jinx anybody.
Absolutely. We want to leave these drivers to their own focus.
So there's your top 5 at the top of your board right now. Is actually, I believe, Katie's down pit road, so she's not exactly in 5th secured, because right there goes Spalding. Spalding going to beat her off pit road. And then it's a kind of a jumbo there for your next position. Right now it's showing Dustin German, David Hunt, and then Katie in your 8th position. So we'll have to check back on that, see if timing and scoring is right there. But at the front, Thomas is out front. Cody Levitt 2nd. Jeff Bergner finds himself 3rd. And, well, look who's sitting in 4th. 4th place and 3rd place, nose to tail once again on the track. That's Danny Valenzuela. And then Joshua Spalding will be 5th. I mean, I really wonder what it is with these guys. I know they're both from Utah, but always nose to tail?
I don't know, but
I wonder if they hauled these cars in on the same hauler yet, too. I mean, I don't know.
They're coming in 2s tonight, definitely. Everything we've seen them do, it's been together. Can they win together?
Well, if they would win together, I'm sure there'd be a lot of mellow yellow from the driver of the 42 being sprayed. He'd probably have to drive over to the soda shack. He says that's one of his favorite places to go. Let's see, the lights on the pace car are going to go out this time by. Lights on the pace car are out. The question now, your top 4 drivers have 11 laps on their tires. Joshua Spalding, Dustin German, Dave Hunt, and Katie, all fresh tires, and everybody behind them. Looks like 17 cars on your lead lap, all with fresh tires compared to your front 4. So I bet these leaders are betting on caution flags, trying to help them the rest of the way. But also, if anybody remembers back to 2001, these lap down cars will continue to be to the inside until we get 10 to go. Once we get inside 10 to go, those lap down cars will have to yield to the lead lap cars, and they will have to tag the tail end of the lead lap, or tail end of the field. So right now you do see the 25 of Bill Bessler, who is 4 laps down and pretty tore up in that the UAW machine. He will line up to the inside. Right now I don't see any other cars. Possibly Christopher Brown could join him to the inside lane along with Anthony Poston. And Aaron Tallhurst, you see the 90 of Tallhurst also joining, and here comes the 95 of Mayer. So 3 cars to the inside right now. Thomas, though, all he needs to do is execute at this point. We know he has a fast car, and we know those guys behind him are on the same tire strategy, and then a little bit farther back. He just has to, concentrate what's out in front of him right now. Visualize you win, young man. Visualize you win. See the pace car ducking in right now. About to get back here, green flag racing. Once we hit the green here, it's going to be 11 laps to go to finish this one out. A green flag is waving right there, and looks like Thomas didn't actually get a great start, as Bill Bessler and him are going to actually go side by side. You see one to the inside, one way outside, but not able to clear the lap down cars like we've seen. As it looks like Spalding was wasting no time there. He got around Valenzuela real quick, so Spalding jumping a position already. Oh, contact between the 42 and the 6. I thought there for a moment we were going to see a Dustin German to the inside. Is Cody Levitt, though, going to go to the lead here? Question is, here comes the 9 of Spalding. Here comes the 97, a Ghoul battling back on the inside. He's going to cross him over, go right back around the 38, 11.
More cars in the wall. That would be the 7.
Looks like we're going to stay green
More
flag
sparks.
racing, though. So now 10 laps to go. Here comes Levitt again. He's going to look to the inside of Thomas. Thomas is going to shut the door that time in turn 1 and 2. Don't look in the mirror because here comes the number 9 of Joshua Spalding. Spalding on the move. Looks like the 97 got a little tight. Had to lift coming off turn 2. That's going to allow Levitt to go back to the inside of him coming down the backstretch. Let's see what happens once we get into turn 3 because here comes the 9. The 9 all over the back bumper now, the 38.
The 9 could have very well took it 3 wide there.
Oh, my.
Cody Levitt. Cody Levitt will save it.
The 9 got right into the back of the 38. That turned the 38. Now there's a bunch of damage on the 38. He is well off the pace now. Joshua Spalding, though, going to be able to maintain his speed. So a rough night here now for the 38. 11, as it looked like he was going to have a great points night, was just taken away by driver number 9. Not the move I thought I would have saw, but I saw it here. Thomas Gould, though, still out there running for his life with the beat-up Rubbermaid machine. 9 laps to go.
Nonetheless, that was a great move by Cody Levitt to save that car. It could have been much worse. Could have got these guys back under caution.
As now Joshua Spalding, instead of looking to the inside this time, he's going to look to the outside here on Thomas Gould. Thomas down there on that apron with the left side tires, just trying to hang on here. 8 laps to go now at the line, but there's a hornet's nest towards the middle here. Battle for your 8th position. Danny Valenzuela trying to hang on. Katie Haight there on the outside. Here comes Lynn McNeese. Lynn McNeese in the Western Auto Machine making moves.
And contact, Danny Valenzuela on his roof.
Danny Valenzuela and Katie Haight
Caution.
making contact as they were 3, almost 4 wide back there. That's going to bring a late yellow out here. Now what's going to happen? Let's go back here and take another MaxSpeedTV replay at the end of this one and see what happened as they were 3 wide with Lynn McNeese to the inside. It looked like Hunt in the middle and Valenzuela on the outside.
I predict a shootout, and it will end up under yellow.
Well, let's go back and see what this replay shows first. Looks like Hunt there on the inside. They went 2 wide. Katie Haight went to go to the outside of Valenzuela. Valenzuela coming up. Just squeezes Haight into the outside wall. Not sure if Danny knew Katie had the nose to the outside, but that's going to bring out a yellow here.
And poor Danny, you might have to ask him how many fingers you're holding up after that one.
Well, as you say it, let's see if maybe we can go back a little bit here and see from the cockpit view of Danny Valenzuela on board with driver 42.
Oh. Went through a little twister there on turn 1.
What a ride Danny went for. Well, Danny now has a lot of damage on that 42 Mellow Yellow machine. He's going to be slotted right now, last car on your lead lap.
One of the many instances we're very glad this is only a simulation.
Well, I know Danny runs a VR, so I'm sure that wicked ride kind of maybe knocked some sense into him. I don't know. I don't know if there's knocking sense into Danny Valenzuela at all.
I'm making you pale a little bit.
Well, let's just get a word in with Danny Valenzuela. Danny, you got a copy. It's Roger and William up here in the booth.
Hey, how's it going tonight, guys?
Definitely better than you.
Yeah, right there.
For sure. Oh, I'm doing all right. We'll get this fast repair, and I'll still be good to go to the end.
You're going to be good to go here at the end, so you do have a quick repair left. But now tell us, Danny, we know you drive in VR, so how did that little spin feel?
As soon as I start feeling that car going over, my eyes are closed, so I don't even know exactly what happened.
So you pretty much do the Danica move and let go of the wheel and close your eyes.
Pray for the best.
You gotta grab them belt.
Yeah, grab the Hans device.
Yeah, Danny, what transpired there towards that restart, though? You stayed out with the likes of Thomas and Bergner and Levitt, and you guys had older tires. Were you pretty much a sitting duck sitting up there?
Yeah, we were struggling to hang on. Those guys, I thought there'd be a lot more of them further back, but it seemed like everyone pretty much behind us took tires, so we were sitting ducks waiting for them to all come by.
Yeah, and you're going to be the unlucky one out of the group you're going to fall from being 4th place all the way back here to 16th showing on timing and scoring right now. With only a handful of laps, you think you can make up a bunch of positions as you had the fresh tires?
I can hope for the best. Not got super high plans, but, you know, we'll see what happens.
Well, Danny, good luck the rest of the way, and try and keep her on all 4 wheels the rest of this one.
Will do. You guys have a good night.
Well, there you heard it from him, Will. He just closed his eyes on that one. He didn't want to see what was coming.
Yeah, I've been on my friend's VR headsets, not with racing, but with other things, and man, it's a surreal experience. If you've never gotten the chance to do that, go find a mall kiosk somewhere. I'm sure there'll be a VR table set up where you can try that out. It definitely is something to experience for yourself.
Yeah, so out front here with only a handful of laps left in this one, Thomas Gould finds himself with a heavy damaged Rubbermaid machine out front. Joshua Spalding on 4 fresh tires right behind him. He was really on the charge there before that yellow came out. Dustin German is in your 3rd position. Jeff Bergner hanging on for a top 5 right now. Garrett Grant, who was a lap down, probably 10, 15 laps ago, now finds himself inside the top 5. Lynn McNeese is 6th. Dave Hunt, 7th. Cody Levitt, 8th. Katie Haight there in 9th. And Scott Bellum rounds out your top 10 as they run here.
Drivers coming in the lead lap and then down and then back into the lead lap several times tonight. It's been a lot of shuffling of the cards.
23 drivers still on track here from Auto Club, and the laps are winding down. We're about to pull the belts tight one more time because we're within that 5 to go window. So if a yellow comes out at this point from here to the end of this one, that will most likely end it. Actually, we're going to get 4 to go at the line once we go back green flag racing, so that will end the event if we see another yellow flag waving here. Thomas Gould, though, the control is going to be in his hands here once we go back green flag racing. Pace car is down and away, waiting on the flag. Green flag's waving. Can he hold off the likes of Spalding and German and Grant as they all have fresh tires? It looks like Spalding not going to waste any time. He's going to jump right to the inside early, and right before turn 1, it's already over now for driver number 97, unless he can fight back on the inside, as it looks like Spalding's going to already cross him up, and he's going to set sail now.
And that'll be Dustin German holding on to the 3rd spot. He's going to make a move on the inside of the 97, Thomas Gould. Thundering down here into turn 4.
Oh, there's almost contact back there. It looked like 13 of Jeff Bergner had to back out of it as he was loose. And now they're going to go 3 wide, 4 wide back here with Katie to the inside, Bergner in the middle, along with McNeese and Hunt on the outside. Katie going to get right around all those drivers. Now the question is, how can Garrett Grant...
Goodness.
Oh, boy. Actually, back here at the back, looked like the 69 there. Brian Beach sliding up the track. Cody Levitt trying to hang on for dear life in the middle of this one as he's on older tires, and he's just being chewed up right now.
Katie Hyde saying, stay away from me. let me drive my own race here.
So right now we're going to be coming to 2 to go. Oh, a big bump from the 69 to the rear bumper of the 38.
These guys need to spread out. It's 3 wide still.
3 wide back. Oh, Tony Quadro's going for a ride. Tony Quadro's spinning through the grass along with Brian Beach. Those 2 drivers now out of it. Those 2 drivers will end up in the grass. We're going to stay green. 2 to go at this time at the line. Joshua Spalding, though, has a half-second lead over Dustin German. Thomas Gould really trying to hang on for 3rd here as he's going to go side by side with the number 10 of Garrett Grant down the inside. Grant has the 10-lap newer tires, so Grant going to take over 3rd now. Now the 97 is going to have to see if he can hang on as Katie is on the way also.
Here comes the 6 of Dustin German and the 9 of Joshua Spalding, your leader, back to the start-finish line. Final lap here at Auto Club.
The white flag is waving here. 1 to go. Who's going to make it back to the stripe first? Right now, Joshua Spalding is out front, but your battle is right here for your 3rd place between 3 drivers. Grant, Gould, and Haight battling it out. Here comes Katie Haight. She's going to look to the inside of Thomas Gould down the backstretch. Will she be able to clear him by the time they get to turn 3 as they're going to go door to door into turn number 3? She will have the advantage to the inside. The question is, though, does she have enough time to catch Garrett Grant? It does not look like it. Looks like Joshua Spalding, though, going to come off turn number 4. The checker flag is in the air. The number 9 looking to take the victory here on Friday night. He crosses the line first. Dustin German going to go second with Garrett Grant coming home in third. Coming across the line, Scott Bellum's going to hang on for your, it looks like your 9th position. Cody Levitt going to hang on for 7th. Everybody else still coming through. Danny Valenzuela coming across the stripe in 14th. So an eventful last handful of laps. Tony Quadro is going to have to settle for 17th. And Brian Beach is going to finish 18th, the last car on the lead lap. What a finish we had there. What a duel. What a shootout. Dustin German not able to, reel in Joshua Spalding. So Spalding going to win this one.
Yeah, Dustin German did come up and tap the 9 of Joshua Spalding, applauding him for the effort.
Yeah, the 39 of Levitt, well. Really, I don't think that's a congratulatory thing. I believe that was a, hey, remember, you had moved me and to win this one, so we're going to have to see that one play out for weeks to come here. But your winner tonight here from Auto Club going to be the number 9 of Joshua Spalding. Well, as you see Joshua Spalding doing his burnout victory celebration here from Auto Club, we're going to step away for a moment. We're going to see if we can pull some of your guys here and get an interview here from Auto Club. Don't go anywhere. You're going to want to hear what these guys have to say. Welcome back to Auto Club Speedway. You just watched 125 laps here for the OP Racing 2001 Throwback Series presented by Imperial Motorsports. We have a couple of your top 3 finishers here. I believe we got the 10 of Garrett Grant up here in the booth with us. Garrett, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Well, Garrett, tell us how that event all unfolded for you. You started up in your 5th position, led a couple laps, but in the middle of this, coming towards the end of it, you kind of found yourself on the verge of having, it looked like maybe finishing a lap down.
Yeah, I did. I was doing that pit strategy, trying to stay ahead, get the bonus points for leading the lap and stuff, and I just figured there'd be more cautions, I guess, and then that green flag run, I was hoping it'd go green all the way and I'd come out in the lead, but I kind of missed my pit stall there, and then caution came out, and I was about to go a lap down there, and the caution came out right before I was about to go a lap down again, so I got to come back around there, and it was wild cutting up through the field like that. There was people bouncing off the wall and stuff. I just cut through there, and somehow I got up to 3rd.
Yeah, you you made your way back through the field here to finish third, so you're going to have a great points night. But tell us about the racing all throughout the race. We saw some 3-wide battles, some 2-wide battles. Was it as crazy out on track as it looked from up here in the booth?
Oh yeah, it was. I had a lot of great battles with people. It was a lot of fun out there tonight, that's for sure.
Yeah, a lot of fun, but a lot of caution flags. Tell us how you led 18 laps here. What was the preferred line for you out there tonight?
I'd enter in kind of high and crank it to the bottom. I think the bottom was the place to be all the way around, really. I mean, you could make the middle work on new tires if you got into the turn right, but that was just a little too risky. I don't know how it looked like they were riding the apron coming out of 4 there. I don't know how they were doing that. I tried that a couple times and it screwed me all up, so I don't know how they were doing that. I didn't have much for Josh and Katie there. They were just they found something that I couldn't find tonight.
Well, you may have found something better than Katie because you're going to finish one position better than her. You're going to come home third. She's going to come home fourth. Is there anybody that helps you out on the 10 week in and week out getting you to the track? Any shout-outs you got as sponsors?
I'd like to shout out my buddy David and my buddy Chris and Ed and my buddy Travis. He's over he's out at sea right now serving in the military, so shout out to him for doing all that.
Well, congratulations, driver number 10, Garrett Grant. You're going to come home in your third position. I believe we do not have driver of the 6, Dustin German. He's going to finish second, but I do believe, Will, I think you caught up with your winner here tonight.
Yeah, Joshua Spalding is our winner tonight from Auto Club. Started from near the back in 23rd. Joshua, how did you do it tonight? I mean, you only had 4 incident points, and there was a lot of incident points dealt tonight, and that seems like a low number. How'd you stay out of the carnage?
I had a good start to the race, a good restart, and I was able to get in the top 10 before that first yellow came out. That was a good start, but I was definitely busy tonight. Had to come from the back to the front at least 3 or 4 times, and kept the car clean. Wasn't able to get damage on it, luckily. So it was a lot of wrecks tonight, a lot of yellows, unfortunately. But it was, I think, a very interesting race throughout. There was a couple green flag stops. There was a point where there was a fuel mileage strategy to play out, if it stayed green, but that didn't happen. I thought it was a good race. I kept the car clean for the most part, but I do have to extend another apology to Cody Levitt. Got into him late there. Wish that hadn't happened. But he was on old tires, I was on new tires, and just trying to keep that momentum up, and just got into him in 3 and 4, and I hate that happened.
Yeah, we saw him give you a little bump there at the end before you made your burnouts there, but I thought maybe we thought that may be a little sign of letting you know what you did to him. Well, anybody out there you'd like to thank for the win tonight?
I just appreciate the league, OP Racing League 2001, Throwback. It's a lot of fun racing here, and Roger and you, Will, for not a good broadcast. Can't wait to go watch that, and appreciate everybody coming out and enjoy the racing. It's a lot of fun.
All right, Joshua Spalding, thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
Well, there you heard it from your winner, the number 9 at Joshua Spalding is going to outduel everybody here from the Auto Club Speedway. Well, that's going to about do it here for us from Auto Club, for everybody at MaxSpeedTV, for everybody at OP Racing, and everybody over at the Imperial Motorsports who put this on. You're going to have to find out next Friday what happens. So for everybody, like I said, at MaxSpeedTV, OP Racing League, Imperial Motorsports, we'll catch you next week.